insurance company and affiliates. Discounts not available in most states or situations.
Yeah,
Mobile Mike here. Why do we ignore things that give us pause, that seem out of place, that don't feel right? The answer to why defines who we are. So if you see something, why don't you say something?
I see safe for my friends, for my community, for each other, because all of this matters.
We all have something worth protecting. Report suspicious activity by calling 855-FLA-SAFE or by downloading the Florida CSAY app. If you see something, say something.
If you think vaccines alone will protect you from COVID-19, think again. More breakthrough cases of COVID variants show that vaccinated people are still vulnerable to the deadly disease.
We got a minute,
to
30.
be safe, monitor regularly for fever, as it's the leading sign of COVID-19. Use Exergen, the only thermometer scientifically proven to detect fever. And beware of non-contact devices that miss 5 out of 6 fevers. Remember, vaccines are not enough. So
Are the guys there already?
and your family.
Yes.
with
Oh, okay,
Exergen
okay.
Temporal scanner.
Haven't heard
Learn
them
more
as well.
at
Yeah, they're putting their
Exergen.com.
headset on.
Orangutans.
Whoa.
They're beautiful,
Loud.
playful, and
No, mine's
majestic,
actually very low.
and
Mine's
disappearing.
really loud.
Every
Can you
day,
give me
as
a
many
mic
as
headphone?
20 orangutans vanish.
Can you give me a
They
headphone
starve
volume,
to death
please?
when their homes are destroyed
Yeah, I hear
or
you.
killed when they stray into villages in search of food. International Animal Rescue is fighting for the survival of the critically endangered orangutan. But we can't do it without you. Please visit internationalanimalrescue.org and help us save orangutans before it's too late. That's internationalanimalrescue.org.
Stream what you love with the new Roku Express 4K
Yeah,
Plus.
how do you hear now, Joe?
4K picture quality,
mine's super
smooth
loud.
Wi-Fi,
Okay,
Mine is
Joe's
super low.
TV
Go
controls,
down.
so you can enjoy your favorite channels.
30.
How's that, Joe?
Really low.
Mine's really loud still.
Podcasts like
Okay,
Stuff You
Joe's
Should
still
Know,
loud.
The Ron Burgundy Podcast, The Breakfast Club,
What
and
about now, Joe?
Roku Express 4K
yeah,
Plus.
it hasn't
all the
changed.
streaming
What about-
essentials
no,
you
it
need
hasn't
at the
changed.
affordable
All right, 1, 2,
price
3,
you
I'm
want.
good. Leave me right there.
It's streaming
Okay,
made
he's
easy.
good.
Get yours now at
His is
Roku.com. Happy streaming.
Yeah, mine's like...
All right, 10 seconds.
All right, 10 seconds.
WINC
Mine's
AM
bad.
Miami.
After this.
WMIA-FM HD3 Miami Beach. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Fox Sports 940 Miami.
It's time for the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show, powered by Mercury Marine.
To me, there's nothing better than to spend all of my time out on the water.
With waterman Eric Brandon.
Cause that's where I get my kicks, out on the water.
And extreme angler Joe Hector.
Hey, it's my residence.
Call your resident fishing experts, Eric and Joe, at 866-801-0940 and get hooked up.
You know where we'd be spending our weekend?
Brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car.
Don't wanna waste my time or a single dime on something high and dry, out on the water.
Want to see the show live? Go to the Nautical Ventures Facebook page.
I say, wake your butt up, man. Saturday morning. How you doing? Sure, your headphones are kind of loud, huh? Mine are low. Yours are high.
How's it going?
I'm awake. All right, so here we go. Bring down the music now. Bring the music down so we can hear each other talk. Bring the music down. There we go. Music's down. Good. Okay, so we have a little shuffling act going on today. Stephen J. Gray is here for like 3 seconds.
Yes.
And he's getting on a plane to go out to Vegas
Right.
to watch your Raiders take on my Dolphins.
You mean to watch my Raiders beat down on the Dolphins?
Well, I'm afraid to say yes, but
Yeah. Actually, you know what, though?
You know?
You know what? I love my team, and I know my team.
yeah.
Watch the Raiders have, like, the worst letdown game today, and it, like, comes down to, like, a field goal, or we end up, having a fumble at the end, like the Patriots did with you guys, something stupid. I would not be surprised.
What's the line on this game?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Raiders in 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're playing at home?
Would you take that?
That's a pretty safe bet to me, pal. Yeah. I definitely lay the mortgage
I
on
could
that
see
one.
us having a little bit of a letdown. I mean, we just beat Pittsburgh and the Ravens, so, it's,
2 tough-ass teams on my head, yeah.
at Pittsburgh.
And we got shellacked last weekend, 35 goose.
Ooh.
That was bad, man. Buffalo.
What was that?
Buffalo just walked at us like we were just like powder puffs.
Well, I don't understand, though. What happened?
It was, Tua got whacked and he was out, and then the defense played bad, and they couldn't stop
Josh
Allen, and things happened. So I'll just erase that memory, shall we?
It's only week 2. You got the rest of the year.
Nice
You
candy
never know
coating
what
that
could
one.
happen. But my Raiders, yes, we're back.
All right, so On the show today, Joe.
Sure.
We're debuting a brand new segment called the Nautical Ventures Toy Chest.
Ooh.
And it'll be on about 7:50 this morning.
Okay.
Every weekend, we're featuring a brand new toy that the audience may not know exists. I'm talking about things from like sea bobs that go underwater. You can buzz around and spearfish with these bad boys.
Cool.
You've got these flying surfboards on hydrofoils.
Okay.
You've got some new stuff from Simrad out there, which we know we love.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm not going to tease what the product is today, but it's very cool, man.
Awesome.
Very, very cool.
I'm excited.
So we'll do that. And
Can I get a hint?
something you can stand on.
Surfboard.
Just don't even start guessing, okay?
UFO.
Save it, man. Save
USO. Hey.
Rosie. You can stand on Rosie.
Oh, yes.
So anyway, that's coming up on the program, and
Okay.
all our great caps are all standing by in line, like a bunch of jets surrounding MIA.
Awesome.
I've heard some good fish news this week, by the way.
Oh, it's been good.
Bigger mahi are back, man.
Yeah.
The bigger mahi are back and thick.
I heard it. Did you hear about the 38-pounder?
Which one?
What's his name?
A 38-pound
I saw it. It was on my feed
Okay.
on Facebook. I got to find it. I forget the guy's name,
Okay.
but you know him.
Okay.
I think you do.
We'll find out more as we go on.
We'll
Let's talk to Jimbo Thomas. Maybe Jimbo knows what the hell's going on here.
Jimbo.
Shall we on the Thomas Flyer, huh? Jimbo, what's up, bro?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Well, good
Looks
morning.
like another fantabulous day.
Hey, it does. I saw the weather this week. There's some really bad storms coming through. Like
Oh,
late
yeah.
afternoon. I mean,
Today,
lightning
too, right?
and-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been late afternoon stuff, so it's been pretty much flat calm all day for the last 10 days. And late afternoon storms, but usually we're back to the dock by then, so it's not a problem. At the very worst, we get a free boat wash on the way in. But it's been calm. That's my main concern, and the lightning has not been too bad.
Good.
And, we don't worry so much about the rain. It's that lightning we don't like. But yes, the fishing has definitely picked up. I'm blaming it the pickup as we get away from the full moon that we had last week.
Yeah.
And there have been more big dolphin caught in the last week than probably all summer. And it's not like they're thick and jumping in the boat by any means, but it's definitely been a lot more consistent. And I've heard of fish up to around 30 pounds, a number of 30-pounders caught.
I have seen those photos, by the way. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you haven't seen any of those photos from the Thomas Flyer, unfortunately.
You know, Jimbo, you always tell it straight, baby. We talked about this last weekend, okay?
Yeah,
If
I
Jimbo
love
says
it.
it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good.
Exactly.
All right, so he don't.
It's been all right, but again, there's been a lot of boats out there and only a handful of big fish caught. But previously there was no big fish caught, so it's a start. But the schoolies have gotten a lot better size too. So instead of the fish being throwbacks and just legals, they're all easy legals now. We haven't thrown one back in a couple weeks. And the schoolies are a lot of 8-pounders, 10-pounders, 6-pounders.
Nice.
So decent sized fish. You might want to call those 10-pounders a gaffer, like we talked about last week, or maybe a heavy lifter, whatever the lingo is.
Mm-hmm.
But so yep, that's been good. And then there's also been a couple wahoos caught, and that's probably associated with the full moon that we had earlier in the week. And if you are lucky enough to find something good floating, fish are going to be on that. And also, you got a good shot at wahoos underneath any floater. So what we do, especially if we get there and we catch the dolphin, and it's like, okay, let's troll around so we can get a wahoo. You can get a big, deep diving lure, like a big Rapala or any lure with a big lip. You can troll that underneath that piece of debris. You can put a planer out with a spoon on it. And some guys will drop a jig or even a live bait way down deep and get these wahoo bites.
How's the wahoo been, Jimbo? Has it been pretty good or just consistent?
There's been some caught. In my opinion, at least down in the Miami area, it's never like on. They're just incidental. But we go through phases where we don't catch a wahoo for a week or 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden you hear of 10 of them caught in one day.
Right.
So something turns them on. You get up in that Hillsborough, Pompano Beach area, they definitely catch a lot more wahoos up there. But they also fish for them a lot more than we do. Those guys troll a lot, and they troll the planers a lot. And we do a lot of live bait fishing. So the couple that I've heard, or the few I've heard down in the Miami area, either have been on floaters or along the edge on live baits. There's been a number of guys kite fishing in the last couple days. Well, on the days that you have enough wind,
Right.
And there's been a surprising amount of sailfish caught.
Nice.
And those wahoos have kind of been mixed in with amongst the sailfish bites. And I know there's been more of them lost than caught because most of the guys, including myself, when we're sail fishing, we very rarely put a piece of wire leader on there. So you just got to get very lucky and lip hook them.
Yep.
It's interesting. You mentioned Miami. You guys don't really get the wahoo like you do in, let's say, like Pompano or Boca, and it's cool how in Florida, I mean, literally 20 minutes, 10 minutes away, it could be totally different type of fishing. Because I know guys in Pompano that strictly fish for wahoo. I mean, that's it.
We know Palm Beach, Broward, and Dade County have different waters and different kind of fish action.
Yeah.
We see it time and time again.
Sure.
Okay.
And it's great. I mean,
we love it,
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes it awesome. So,
and if you want to really get good fish, go to the Keys.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right,
You
Jimbo?
know, the fish don't know if they're in the Keys or off Miami or Pompano. They're always on the move. The Keys has some great fishing, but everywhere else has some great fishing too. And we all have our phases where it's better in Miami maybe 1 week, or better in Pompano, or better in the Keys for different species at any given time.
Sure, yeah.
So, it's what these guys fish for more often. Like up there north Pompano, those, like you said, those guys wahoo fish all the time, or they target them. Where we just go fishing generally. And I know, especially the charter boats up there, they got a lot of half-day boats, and they don't have to go very far to hit the deep water, and those guys will go put the planers out and for kingfish, and you get a ton of bonitas,
right?
And you never know what else, but you also get a fair amount of wahoo bites doing that. And it's just, we don't very often troll the edge of the Gulf Stream or in the wahoo depth like that very often.
All right, Cap. So heading out today, staying home, playing with the beer cans. What are you doing, man?
I never stay home. Whether I have a charter or not, I try to go fishing every day. So, yes, I'm going fishing today.
Okay.
And I might play around with beer cans later in the afternoon. You never know.
All right, man. Well, hey, do your thing. Prediction, by the way, I know you're a football guy, too. Tomorrow, Dolphins, Raiders. Who's your pick, my brother?
Well,
come on.
I'm not I will try to watch the Dolphins game. That's the only games I'll watch, but it's been very disappointing. And I have to root for the home team, so I'm going to go with Dolphins, even though it might be a bad choice.
He's a homer, dude. Let him have his homerism here, okay, dude?
That's it.
Okay.
My Raiders are back.
I'm afraid of your Raiders, but I'm just saying, man, we got to pull for the underdog, bro. Okay, and we're definitely underdogs.
I'm from Miami. I've been born here, so I haven't been elsewhere to pick a team to root for. So I've never rooted for anybody other than the Dolphins.
Hey, Jim, before we go, man, I haven't done this in quite some time. Give us your contact number to fish on the Thomas Flyer fishing machine, please.
You got it. Yep, you can get us the old-fashioned way, 305-374-4133. And then we have Thomas Flyer Fishing on Facebook and Instagram.
All right. Jim, we're going to rock, man, but have a great weekend, dude.
Thanks, Jimbo.
You too, guys. Good luck, everybody.
Go Raiders.
Keep sneaking at it, okay? Take our first break in the morning. Come back with all of our caps lined up. Deb Deo's coming up this hour. She, by the way, last night on Facebook again, gives us some amazing props. Does little videos of the show, Instagram-wise. She's probably one of our greatest promoters on the show besides maybe you or me. You know what I mean?
She's great, man.
So hang on for that, folks, and more. 6:11 right now at 940 Wins Miami Sports.
Live!
Yipper.
We got 4 minutes.
Nautical Ventures knows what you need to catch fish. We carry top brands from Hobie, Ocean, Wilderness, Old Town, Perception, Necky, and are experts in rigging your kayak. They'll customize your kayak with fishing amenities, lights, depth finders, and anything else that fits your personal fishing style. Nautical Ventures has the largest and latest selection of kayaks and accessories in stock. And you can try it before you buy it in their exclusive Aqua Zone. Go to nauticalventures.com for more details. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for kayak fishing.
No outboard moves from 0 to top speed quicker than a Mercury V8 300 horsepower Pro XS, featuring generous displacement and a performance-tuned powerhead for industry-leading acceleration and top speed. In South Florida, the 300 horsepower Pro XS is perfect for bay and flats boats when you need to cover a lot of water fast. Pro XS simply can't be beat when it comes to performance and reliability. The 300 horsepower Pro XS has everything you need to travel faster, farther, and harder.
Pompano Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford. South Florida fishermen know that this is blue water country, where big fish, big water, and big expectations sit right offshore. So we build blue water boats for the blue water fishermen, where yacht-grade construction meets 21st century technology. And compromise? Well, we leave that for the other guys. You can customize your own blue water boat by visiting BlueWaterSportFishingBoats.com and discover why boating is better on a blue water.
Remember the glory days of gasoline? It's just not made the same anymore.
Kick your gas into gear with StarTron.
I was seeing the disappear off the screen.
Yeah, me too.
You see that?
Look.
Get off their mics.
And maximize your mileage every time you drive. Kickstart your engines with StarTron.
Home. It looks a little different for everyone.
I can't hear them,
For
though.
some, it's a rustic cabin. For others, a big
Yeah, we're not supposed to. Well, now you can turn them back on.
It's renting a tiny
During their
studio
spots,
that said
you
it
want
had
to keep them
laundry in
off.
the building, but the dryer's always broken. And don't get me started on the gym.
Here we are.
That's not a gym.
All right, so
it's
watching the
elliptical
Facebook
machine
stream
and
this
a
morning,
boiler
Al
room.
Fernandez.
And let's not even discuss parking.
Captain Deb Day was already up watching us this morning, Joe.
Nice.
Geico makes
Clara
it easy
Taylor,
to
hey,
handle and
hey.
save on renters and car
Karen
insurance.
Kubanek.
Easier than getting your landlord
Robert
to return
Sylvia.
your calls. You can't hide
Ralph
forever,
Reddick.
Leonard.
Nice.
Your life, your hopes,
The IRS.
your passions.
Oh, I'm sorry.
These things.
We got 1 minute.
None of our business. Your deodorant rash, your favorite cheese. and
George, how you doing
whatever
back
you
there, man?
were
You all
searching
right?
for at 1:15
Yeah,
a.m.
trying to-
That's really none of our
Trying to get
business.
this cooking
Because your
over here
life
for
is
you.
private.
I did.
And unlike
We'll
other
go
tech
easy on you.
companies, we think our internet should be too.
Not.
Oh, what kind of dog is that? That's none of our business either. Protect your privacy online for free.
Yeah,
with
I've seen the
DuckDuckGo.
comments are like just
DuckDuckGo.
disappearing.
Privacy.
They're there, they
simplified.
disappear off the screen. It's weird.
Get stylish,
Right?
durable flooring
Yeah, it is
for your
weird.
home that will last a lifetime. And get it installed.
I've never
with
seen
Health
that
and
before,
Lowe's.
have you?
Get stain
No, hey,
master
Facebook streamers, thanks for
carpet
checking us out this early
starting
morning,
at $1.99
please.
per square foot.
Wake your mom,
And
dad,
Pergo
neighbors,
Wet Protect
everybody jump
laminate
on board
starting
and
at
let's all
$2.49 per square foot.
be one big
Both
happy
with
fishing
limited
family.
lifetime warranties.
Yeah.
Order
I mean, what the
now
hell, if we're
only
up
at Lowe's.
and you're up,
Home to any budget.
let's all be
Home
together.
to any possibility. Install
Right.
available in-store only and through independent contractors. See Lowe's.com for details.
All right, 10 seconds,
US
George.
See Lowe's.com product detail page for more warranty information.
A+. The pros talk here.
What'd you do this week? How was it?
Fox
Worked my
Sports
ass off
940
selling boats.
Miami.
Nice.
You're listening to the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
I know everybody says money can't buy happiness, but it can buy me a boat.
Powered by Mercury Marine.
It can buy me a truck to pull.
Brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. And the fishing buddies everybody needs. Eric Brandon and Joe Hector. You're hooked into the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
Yeah. Bad bonefish, and hopefully not a bad day for the fish up in Vegas tomorrow, we hope, Joe.
My
Yeah,
Raiders.
man, we're all waiting
Let's
for this game. All right, so Joe's got his Raider hat on. I got my Finn's cap here because I don't usually put a cap on a dew. If I put a cap,
I thought you were wearing it.
If I put the cap on a dew, I break the hat because this hairspray here is
Oh,
so incredibly
man.
strong. I'm going to break whatever gets on this thing.
Do you ever wear a hat?
Never. No,
Never.
Never. No.
And I always wear a hat.
Yes, you do.
It's interesting.
Because you got a major mane up there, man. You said if you pull the hat off, you have like this giant fro. It just blows up the set, man. You know what I mean?
I know. And you know what's funny? Since I was young, everyone's like, Joe, you're going to go bald. You're going to go bald. Like all my friends.
Yeah.
They're all bald.
Yeah.
And I got a full set of curly, froey hair.
My dad told me that the reason he lost his hair was he wore his hat constantly in the Air Force.
Yeah.
He went bald at like 28. Okay.
Whoa.
And I must have skipped a gene because I didn't lose mine yet.
Yeah.
Yet. Hey, watch it. Okay.
I'm just looking.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Let's go talk to a guy with a big mane of hair and a big facial growth. What are you looking at, dude?
Nothing.
You're not going to find a shiny spot off the top of my head, pal, okay? Alan Zaremba, the Bass Man, is on the show this morning.
Alan.
What's up?
Love the one you're with.
Hey, Al, I put a nice photo of you on Facebook on the promo last night, and one guy made a comment, which I couldn't believe. It was crazy, Joe. The guy makes a comment. He goes, "Oh, that's a trash fish."
What?
On this big, gigantic South American peacock that Alan was holding. Yeah.
Are you serious?
And Alan kind of came
that's
back.
just a hater, man.
Came back at him, Al. You took
a troll.
You took care of that, buddy. Good job.
A big trash fish. He's just jealous. He wishes he had one like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, who calls a peacock a trash fish, man?
What did you say to him, Alan?
But what happens is see, when we catch a largemouth on my boat,
yeah,
I kiddingly call them a trash fish because that's what people spend millions of dollars on is fishing for largemouth bass. Of course, my forte and has been for 33 years now has been peacock bass.
Right.
So I mean, I'm loving the one I'm with. Okay, kind of like that deal.
Okay.
But he was. That's why he just came back with that because he had caught a trash fish when he was with me a few weeks prior.
Right.
And I called it, hey, look at that trash fish, and so he's just getting back at me. That's all.
Oh, okay. Little friendly rivalry kind of thing going on. Okay. He wasn't a hater, Joe.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was
a chops. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a troll.
No. Anyway, so I seen your Facebook post this week, Alan. You've been producing as usual, man. Nice fish.
It's been a love the one you're with week. I mean, one day I'm going after snakeheads. They're not biting, but we're catching a load of peacocks and largemouths. And so, sometimes you kind of got to go with what's going.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was in your old stomping grounds in North Miami, and where I put in anyway, and I run out to Miami Lakes. But the peacocks weren't biting real good in the morning, but darn, those snook were hitting really good. They were hitting everything. So it was great.
Man, the snook, man, it's been insane.
I lived in that canal for years, and I never caught a snook in that canal like Alan does.
What?
I tried everything in the world, but they wouldn't bite my lures, man.
Really?
I mean, maybe using the wrong.
Bagley minnow B. That was the hot one for the snook yesterday. They got 14 snook yesterday, which in freshwater, that's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, again, snook in fresh water. I mean, that's a key word. Snook in fresh water.
Tarpon too, man.
Okay. Yeah, tarpon as well.
They
Yeah.
weren't biting yesterday. I didn't see a tarpon roll or anything yesterday, but it was a good snook morning, and we only fished till noontime. I was back to the dock at noon, and they ended up with, I think it was 14 snook and 10 peacocks and another half dozen largemouth. So it was a good morning, especially considering these people are not regular fishermen, especially the grandson. And I mean, we kind of had to show him how to hold the rod and everything. But by the end of the day, he was catching fish on lures, no candy.
Wow.
No candy, Joe.
No live bait, huh?
No live bait, Joe.
I don't rarely ever put live bait on my boat. I've found too many ways to catch these fish, and between the peacocks and of course all the other exotic species and the saltwater species that come up in these canals. There's just a lot of fish to catch and different ways to go about it. And there's lots of lures out there.
Yep.
And of course, I lean on that Bagley because it's a good all-around bait. I can twitch it on the surface, and I can bring it back like a jerk bait below the surface, and it'll dive up to 4 feet down. So you can cover a lot of different water columns with it.
Right.
Well, you saw that I posted online, Al, that I got my new supply of live target lures delivered, and those are my go-to on my lake.
Love those things, man.
I love those live target lures, man. I got this acrylic, kind of a roundish lure encased with all these minnows in it.
I've never been privy to one. You've never sent me one or anything.
Well, they're
I've always been good about the Bagley.
They're $18 a piece, Al. I love you, but not that much,
sorry,
bro. Okay.
What was that? You're breaking up very badly.
$18 a piece, Al. Okay.
That's what I knew. I still can't hear you well.
But anyway, man, it's called overheaded fishing. I mean, you have a lot of clients, and you're probably going through a lot of lures and snap lines, whatever else. Kind of curious, though, Joe, I'd like to know, when you supply your rods to these guys, are you using like light tackle, or you get these guys on heavier tackle, just say lures of fish, or what's your rig up?
You talking about me, or you
talking about Alan's clients? Yeah.
Well, I've got basically medium action spinning rods. I've got medium to medium heavy bait casting rods on the boat.
Okay.
If I'm on the bigger boat now, like today I'm with the Gidoo, and we got a guy fly fishing, and we're going after clowns in my secret spot, I might add.
Okay.
And this is a better place to go get to these fish, especially on artificials, because they don't see anything. Nobody's there fishing live bait or any of that stuff, and even live bait doesn't catch the heck out of clown knives. So not an easy fish to go after.
He's just saying, okay?
Oh.
He is the professional, Joe.
I know he is.
Does it for a living, Joe.
I think live bait does well, though. I'm just saying.
It catches some, but tell me how many 20 and 30 fish clown knife days you've had. That just doesn't happen very often with those guys.
That's true.
Okay. And
they're boogers that way.
How many arapaima have you caught this week, man?
I knew that was coming.
Oh, yeah. That's the next one. Tomorrow,
I knew it.
Target.
I knew it.
You didn't know it. Yeah.
I'm going to send loads of pictures.
Well, I will say.
Yes, in your defense.
Here we go.
I have caught a red-tailed catfish on live bait.
Okay.
That is not an arapaima.
And I think maybe I had an arapaima. I had a big...
Oh, you can't think you had one,
I
Joe.
had a bite, and my rod was going nuts. Psst, and I just kept thinking to myself, this has got to be an arapaima. It's got to be.
How many jumps did you get?
I couldn't really...
Yeah, Joe.
I wasn't really...
How many jumps did you get, Joe?
Here's the deal. They jump immediately.
I know.
All right, so
if you didn't see him jump, it wasn't an arapaima.
Normally, we're busting Alan's ass about his motors falling off the back. Joe, I got turned to you, man, about your missing arapaima, man, because we've been talking about this for weeks, okay?
I know. I can't get the guy.
When you don't see the fish, you can call it anything, I guess,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
here.
Rod bench. Oh, it's an arapaima. No, it's it's an Oscar, okay? So, Al,
I love you, Eric. That's great.
Thank you, brother. Say, man, Al, go do your thing, man. Have a great day. You're awesome on the show. I love you as always, man. So do your thing and have a fun weekend, all righty?
Yeah, Alan. One day you're going to get that picture.
I'll talk to you next week.
One day you're going to get that picture from me.
Pictures of the arapaimas. I'm waiting.
All right.
Joe's great at photoshopping, by the way. Just so you know. So,
Maron.
Anyway. Thanks, Al. So the program coming up, we have a Starbright Bucket coming up at 7:15. And a brand new debut of a cool feature coming up at 7:50 this morning called the Nautical Ventures Toy Chest, which will be opening up, and something will be coming out of it, and we'll be talking about it, which is really neat.
Can I have it?
You cannot have it. You can buy it, though, gladly at Nautical Ventures.
Man.
They'll sell it to you.
I'll trade... My little, this guy.
No, they'll finance you, give you monthly payments so you can handle Joe, and you'll be great, man.
Okay.
I know the guy to ask about that. You know him too, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right, so we'll take a little break, come back, we'll keep the show going.
Oh, man.
Oh, Joe, you're the target today, pal.
Oh, boy.
6:25 at 940 wins Miami Sports.
Live.
Partly cloudy skies with some scatter showers and thunderstorms for our Saturday and a high of 89 and tonight low of 74. Mix of sun and clouds again tomorrow with a high of 89.
This report is sponsored by Ensure Max Protein. Try great tasting Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and nutrients to support immune health. Those who tried Ensure Max Protein reported feeling more energy in just 2 weeks. For more information, including consumer survey details, please visit Ensure.com.
If you're looking to breathe new life into your boat, new motors will open up a whole new world. Nautical Ventures has several repowering options to fit your needs and budget. They carry the top brands including Mercury, Yamaha, Tohatsu, and a wide range of horsepower to give you all the speed you could need. Plus, they offer repower finance programs with affordable, low monthly payments. Contact Nautical Ventures today and talk to their pros about repower options. Call 954-926-5250 or go to nauticalventures.com. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for power.
Nothing beats the thrill of extreme kayak fishing with little standing between you and fighting a monster fish. And when it comes to kayak fishing, nothing beats a Hobie with its hands-free Mirage Drive propulsion system. Nautical Ventures is your exclusive Hobie dealer for Broward and Palm Beach. They have the widest selection of models and accessories to make your Hobie uniquely yours. They're rigged by our in-house House experts who fish the tournaments. They know what it takes to win. Go to nauticalventures.com to learn more. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for Hobie.
Pompano Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford.
I'm George Poveromo, and I've made washing and detailing my boat an art. I'll avoid dish soap, which quickly strips away protective wax coatings and even begins eating into the gel coat. For me, it's Starbright Boat Washes exclusively. They're specifically formulated to keep boat surfaces impeccably clean and protected without stripping wax finishes. Available in pine, citrus, and blueberry scents. Go to starbright.com to find a retailer near you. Starbright. Clean and protect.
If you're wanting to spend more time on the water, then check out the new 2021 lineup of Sailfish Center Console, Dual Console, and Walk-Around boats. For nearly 4 decades, Sailfish boats have been catching their limit along Florida's southeast coast, and the new 272 Center Console and 27 Dual Console continue this proud offshore heritage. With head-turning styling, top-tier construction, and incredible on-the-water performance, Sailfish boats feature the legendary Deep V variable degree stepped hull, intelligent ergonomics throughout, and a list of standard features that make Sailfish the best value among upper-tier brands. Deep gunnels, comfortable seating, roomy heads, plenty of storage, solid construction, and incredible performance all make Sailfish boats a must-see. Fishing focused and family friendly, Sailfish boats are versatile. Enjoy hardcore fishing in the morning, afternoon wakeboarding with the kids, and a sunset cruise with friends, all with one boat. So if you're in the market for a new boat, the entire Sailfish line is specially priced, making this the best time to join the Sailfish family. Visit sailfishboats.com for more information or to find a Sailfish dealer near you.
Mercury Verado 400 horsepower outboards are built to power the largest boats for the boldest adventures on the water. Verado's proven supercharged powerhead delivers pure marine muscle for unequaled whole shot and superior top speed. Yet Verado 400 remains true to its roots, delivering the best overall boating experience with an advanced midsection that virtually eliminates vibration, while acoustic engineering on the cowl, intake, and exhaust minimize sound. Test drive Mercury's 400 horse Verado today.
What can give you a competitive edge in today's red-hot housing market? Rocket can. That's because Rocket Mortgage can give you a verified approval. It could help your offer stand out. Rocket Technology provides a rock-solid verification of your income, assets, and credit, giving sellers greater confidence in you. Go to rocketmortgage.com or call us today at 8338-ROCKET.
A verified approval is based on an underwriter's analysis of your individual financial information, appraisal, and title report. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing.
All righty. Nick Brent Trillo just logged in, said he was sorry he got up a little bit late for the show. Stupid phone was doing its updates. So I know that very, very well. My phone was doing some weird stuff.
Pet Protect carpet
Weird
starting
stuff.
at just
Buy me a
$1.99 per square foot, and Pergo Wet Protect
You can buy me
laminate
a-
starting at $2.49 per square
Well,
foot.
we're trying to buy you something else. What do you want us to buy you this morning?
Only at Lowe's.
You wanted one of the toy chest goodies. Yeah.
Install available
Yeah.
in-store only and through independent contractors. See Lowe's.com.
We'll talk about that with the big guy after the show, Joe. If that's all you want, we'll get those payments one for you.
Home of
That'd be great.
Florida Gators football. Fox Sports.
I'm just here to help, man, okay?
I know.
You found the secret spot to get your fishing in. The Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
I wanna go fishing.
Powered by Mercury Marine.
I don't ever wanna stop.
With Eric Brandon and Joe Hector. Brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. Anything you want to know about fishing or boating, troll us at 866-801-0940.
Holy cow. This is more serious than I thought.
Watch the show live on the Nautical Ventures Facebook page.
We'll certainly look forward to that.
The Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Petrified. Welcome back to the show, Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show with my good buddy Joe Hector. We have George filling in for Stephen J. Gray behind the scenes this morning. Doing a phenomenal job. Ricardo back at the studio. Thank you very much for all you do.
Definitely.
Got the two bookends right now. We have Captain Danny Ramos with Deb Deo back-to-back here in the SEG. And let's see how Danny's on a charter right now, heading out doing his thing.
My man.
Yeah, Danny, good morning to you, bro.
Good morning. How's it going, guys?
Going great. Danny's here in the water now, man, or what are you doing?
Oh man, this is a good start to the morning. I got the call. I was 95 already. I had left my house, and my buddy Captain Andy goes, "Man, you won't believe what happened to me this morning. I'm on the boat, got everything ready, and I go, oh my god, the bait." He left the bait at his house. I go, oh my god, the bait.
Oh boy!
Wow.
I'm running back.
Wow.
I'm running back to the house to grab some of my bait that I had prepared there, the strips and all that. So, but it's all right. I still got plenty of time. So, but I guess I'm gonna have to skip breakfast for right now.
Man, oh man. So what's your game plan? What are you targeting today?
Today, basically what I'm going to do is just kind of like throw the edge down, and then I got some light bait to sit down on the edge too as well, over some wrecks and some good structure. There's some mahi out there, but not, I don't know about anything about burning a ton of fuel to go look for them, but you might get lucky and find still a few. I saw some people caught a few gappers yesterday.
Yeah.
But like I went sorting. When was it? I had the charter. They booked me to charter them. It was, I think, on Wednesday. And I didn't see no birds. I mean, it was a desert, really not that much weeds out or anything. But we were able to land a sword. We put the customers on the sword what they wanted.
Nice.
So it was a nice release. She was short. But the customers were from out of town. So it was great. That was their bucket list. They actually have a charter company out in Mexico. And they a fishing company, and they booked me down here, and they wanted to catch that swordfish. That was their diehard bucket list fish to catch, and we made it happen.
Yes, you did.
At 2:00.
Yes, you did.
Of course you did.
We didn't see.
No brainer.
We tried. We just put the effort in. If they're gonna bite, they're gonna bite, and we had one shot at it, and we made it count that day for sure.
Outstanding.
And it was nice. They got good footage, cool looking fish, that's for sure. And they had a blast. But there's not a ton of birds I see that are working. There's a ton of mahi. I see them a little further up north. They've got some pretty decent fish. But that's my game plan. Just sit on the edge, some kings, and sailfish. I've seen them being caught too now. And hopefully the good old zebra, bro. Hopefully we get a nice one.
How's the Wahoo been? And because of the full moon and everything, it's been all right?
Yeah, it's I've seen, people catching them, one here and there. So I have been seeing some people catch them. I haven't really caught any on this moon. That August full moon to me was incredible. But,
yeah.
I had caught that 11 alone on from Miami. That was good. But here for this full moon, but I had seen a lot of local guys, one here, one there, couple here, so they're being caught. They just haven't come across me, but they're out there. So let's see if we connect on one.
Cool, man. Well,
man.
Are you? I think. Oh, okay, hold on here.
I don't have a microphone, so I'm using your headphones, Joe. George, any idea what's going on with my headphone, man? Or what's
I'm trying to figure it out here.
All right, so Danny, go do your thing, man, and we'll talk to you next weekend. Go have better luck than we are with headphones, okay?
All right, bud. Check it out. Take care, brother.
All right, man.
Later.
Thanks very much. Let's bring on Captain Deb Deo, shall we? Huh? Okay.
Yeehaw, guys. How are we this morning?
All right. My headphones are back on. There we go. All right. Down to the keys we go. Joe?
See, we made it work.
We got it figured out here.
There we go.
Captain Deb, good morning to you.
Yeehaw, boys. How we doing this morning?
We're doing real well. Got a little technical thing going on, but that's just the technology these days. Sometimes they work, they don't, but whatever else. But I saw some nice posts. You had some nice mahi this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I got to climb down out of the tower and get in the pit and go fishing, y'all. Last 2 days I've worked as a mate on a boat that right out of the fisheries. I didn't have any charters, and the guy needed some help, so I was like, sure, I'll fish. So round up.
Yeah, we're getting major static now, and it's coming through. I'm not sure if it's the Axis or not.
I'm sorry, Deb.
On our end.
We're talking technical stuff. Me? Yeah, we hear you. We have guys talking on the air while we're doing this, so they're trying to figure things out.
Absolutely.
But anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I got to. Yesterday was really good. Caught a bunch of gaffers and a bunch of tuna. And so nice. I didn't have any charters, so I went down and jumped on a boat right down the dock from me and went fishing. So yeah,
Nice.
it's exciting to get back in the pit, and I miss it so bad.
How big were the tuna? Were they like football size or?
Yeah, not really a lot of weight to them. Yesterday, day before yesterday was a little bit better. A couple days ago they were a little bigger. Yesterday, good eating side, sashimi side.
Awesome.
So, just really good food.
Nice.
I need to ask Deb a serious question, Joe. I hate to be serious. Okay,
Let's do it.
We all feel that fishing is a man's world. Most of the captains are all guys, right?
True.
Deb, do you find yourself being accepted by your peers down there in the Keys? Are they taking you in as one of their own, same level playing field kind of thing? You're with the crew. Are they like that with you?
Absolutely. I was I was a tomboy. I was raised under race car motors, raised in the world of the man's world, I guess. So I think it's more of I can hold my own with the boys, so they respect me that way. We're all a fleet up here, and I get along with them very well. They're good to me. I'm good to them, and gender really doesn't have a role here. It's just whatever you can put on that rack.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's great.
Listen, you have a great personality. You're a very friendly person. You have that sweet little twang in your voice over there. It makes people just love you when they first meet you there, because I love you already.
And you're real.
And
to
definitely
me, that's,
real, man.
That's extremely important. You there's no facade. You are an awesome angler. You're great to talk to, and you're badass.
Yeah, there you go, badass.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's no difference between me being on the air and me standing in front of you.
Yeah.
There's nothing different.
We love
I
that.
just love fishing, and I love inspiring people to get out and go fishing. And that's my motto is to make this world where it's a positive thing. And there's so much negativity going on in this world. If I can promote a little bit of positive and get out there and go fishing, then that's what my thing's
great.
about.
That's inspiring.
Yep.
That's great to hear.
Definitely.
That she's really out there promoting the sport, having a great time doing it,
Yeah.
equal as her peers, and just loves the whole game. And so that's
I'll
awesome.
put it to you this way: you're someone I would love my daughter to learn from when it comes to fishing, and you're in that element over there in the Keys. I want my daughter to experience that.
Oh, definitely. Me would have a great time with Deb.
Oh,
Yeah, you should bring her out. We'll put her on the little flat boat. We'll go get her a snook.
Yeah.
There's some, you got calm water in the bay, and it's good for kids.
Definitely.
Right now, hey guys, we have a nice push of northeast winds coming this week, so I'm excited what that means.
Is this our first cold front?
They say it might be our very first little nippy, yeah, which is great.
Yes, what
I
we've
can't
been
wait.
waiting on. So I can't wait to get out there and chase those sailfish on the edge. They should be starting to come in. So really excited to see that weather report this morning.
Yeah.
Well, Deb, I'm glad you like sailfish, but me, I'm a meat guy. Okay, if I can't bring home meat to put on my grill, okay, if I can't put meat on my grill, man, I'm having a bad fishing trip. Just so you know, okay. I've caught so many sailfish,
Yeah.
Yeah, you go out though and you catch your meat, and then you come back in and you get that. We call that dinner and a show down here in the Keys. We're going to go catch dinner first, but we're going to come back and I'm going to put on a show for you when a sailfish takes it and goes. So,
I got
dinner
it.
and a show, it's a fun thing. And, the weather's getting good. And like I said, you guys want to go fishing, look me up. Blue Water Girl Charters. I fish everywhere and down here in the Upper Keys and run a boat called the Laura Ann out of Key Largo Fisheries. If you want to, you can look me up on Facebook, Instagram, or you can call me on my cell phone, 305-896-3768.
There you go.
And I got one more question for you.
Absolutely.
When you head out and you're going offshore for, let's say you're going fishing for mahi, all that, for tuna, what's your setup? What do you use? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
I run. Different people do different things, different strokes for different folks, they say.
Right.
But, I like to run 2 flats, I like to run 2 riggers, and I like to run a middle all the way down in the back.
Okay.
So, I run trollers a lot, and then have your pitch baits ready, your freebies ready, your cut-up squid, make sure you got those pitch rods and everything. So it just depends on what we're fishing for. If we're fishing for tuna, we're trolling. If we're fishing for mahi, we're trolling until we find that pack, and then we're tossing in, freebies and stuff like that. So, and the main thing about mahi is you're hunting.
Yep.
So that's what's fun.
Are you ever?
Yeah. It's a good term.
But I found the fish yesterday in around 900 feet.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, but we were a little far out. We were pretty south of Islamorada.
Okay.
You know, about 35 miles from the house.
Okay.
Outstanding. Cool. I'm going to ask you one last question. You never asked her that question. I'm asking this question.
Yeah.
Deb, are you a beer drinker?
Every once in a while, I like my tequila. I like the margarita.
Tequila.
I want to find out what the captain's drink of choice was. So it's not beer, it's tequila, baby. There you go.
Just like Papa Joe. I love it.
Yeah, right.
Hold my margarita and watch this, boys.
I'm saying that, man. That's a great drink. Deb, and listen to Joy as always. Thanks for sharing on the Instagram page and on Facebook. Thanks for being who you are on the show.
Definitely.
And catch them up. Have a great weekend, okay, kiddo?
Thanks, Captain Deb.
All right. It's such a pleasure being on, guys. All right. You take care. I'm going to fish, and y'all have a great show.
Yeah.
Thanks for rubbing it in, okay? All right, Joe, it's a break time here, man. Again, teasing the show this morning coming up. We have a Starbright Bucket after 7 o'clock this morning. And a brand new feature coming up at 7:50, which is called the Nautical Ventures Toy Chest. And it's going to have some kind of a very cool, neat, fun water toy, man. And every weekend we're going to change it up with something brand new.
Does it fly?
These Roger Moore's are things that fly, dive,
sweet,
disappear. They get beamed like Star Trek. It's all crazy,
speed, man. Dimensional travel, stuff like that.
We ain't got enough time to go into your things, but yeah, it's pretty whack. Yeah. Okay. Coming back to you, man. 6:43, 9:40 wins Miami Sports.
Live.
If you're wanting to spend more time on the water, then check out the new 2021 lineup of Sailfish Center Console, Dual Console, and Walk-Around boats. For nearly 4 decades, Sailfish boats have been catching their limit along Florida's southeast coast, and the new 272 Center Console and 27 Dual Console continue this proud offshore heritage. With head-turning styling, top-tier construction, and incredible on-the-water performance, Sailfish boats feature the legendary Deep V variable degree stepped hull, intelligent ergonomics throughout, and a list of standard features that make Sailfish the best value among upper-tier brands. Deep gunnels, comfortable seating, roomy heads, plenty of storage, solid construction, and incredible performance all make Sailfish boats a must-see. Fishing focused and family friendly, Sailfish boats are versatile. Enjoy hardcore fishing in the morning, afternoon wakeboarding with the kids, and a sunset cruise with friends, all with one boat. So if you're in the market for a new boat, the entire Sailfish line is specially priced, making this the best time to join the Sailfish family. Visit sailfishboats.com for more information or to find a Sailfish dealer near you. South Florida fishermen know that this is blue water country, where big fish, big water, and big expectations sit right offshore. So we build blue water boats for the blue water fishermen, where yacht-grade construction meets 21st century technology. And compromise? Well, we leave that for the other guys. You can customize your own blue water boat by visiting bluewatersportfishingboats.com and discover why boating is better on a blue water.
Remember the glory days of gasoline? It's just not made the same anymore.
Kick your gas into gear with StarTron. Pump up the performance in all of your engines. Cure the problems of ethanol with the power of enzymes. And maximize your mileage every time you drive. Kickstart your engines with StarTron.
Pompano Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford.
If you've got an insurance question, you could talk to a park ranger, but the only quotes they'd probably give you would be about the beauty of a fallen leaf or ripples in a pond, not the kind that could save you money on your policies. Or you could talk to your local Geico agent, who's an expert navigator of the insurance landscape. They could use their expertise to guide you on ways to save hundreds on your policies, while leaving it up to your park ranger to save the wilderness and any endangered picnic baskets. Go online to geico.com/local to find a Geico agent near you.
Get stylish, durable flooring for your home that will last a lifetime. and get it installed with help from Lowe's. Get Stainmaster Pet Protect carpet starting at just $1.99 per square foot, and Pergo Wet Protect laminate starting at $2.49 per square foot, both with limited lifetime warranties. Order now, only at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Install available in-store only.
Is your wife
See Lowe's.com for details and licensing. U.S. only. See Lowe's.com product detail page for more warranty information.
Fan as well?
If you're a first
Sort of.
finding your first
She doesn't really like
home
football,
can feel
but
like
she
this.
cheers for it.
Well, I saw
Because
you
of me.
dress up Mia in some Raiders
But a
gear,
realtor
right?
has the expertise
Mia's
to strip
ready.
away all the notes and focus
That's my
on
little
what really
Raider
matters to
girl
you.
right there, man.
This
That's
place. Great
Daddy's
neighborhood.
girl.
School is walkable. It
Daddy's-
even has a huge
She
yard for
actually
theater
likes
practices,
football
pillow
too.
gigs.
Finding the right
I took a
place
video of
starts with you
her
and a realtor
watching
with the expertise to make sure
because I just thought it was funny. She was just sitting there watching the Dolphins game, just watching it.
Association of Realtors.
Yeah.
That's who we are.
Like just into it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's all. At her age?
Yeah, I know.
Florida
It's pretty cool.
Gators football. Fox Sports 940
I want to go.
Coming back.
Oh, ain't that beautiful? It's all too beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's all too beautiful.
Beautiful day.
Oh, my, it's a beautiful day.
Any day fishing's a beautiful day. Now back to the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show, powered by Mercury Marine and brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln, an easy way to car. Now, here's your fishing buddies, Eric Brandon and Joe Hector.
That would be us. That's us, your fishing buddies, Eric and Joe. Joe and Eric. Happy Saturday morning to you. Hey, by the way, thanks for all the folks on 940 listening in the audience, driving their cars to the ramps.
Yeah.
Getting ready to put those boats in the water. Thank you guys very much for that.
Yes, definitely.
And
We love you guys.
Hope we're giving some good tips on what's biting around the world of South Florida. Also, to the Facebook streamers waking up this time of the morning with all of us. It is definitely early, and thank you guys for doing that. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah, and it's been amazing to see the growth, right, of the show.
It's been
and
phenomenal.
And it's just a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys love it. And we're going to bring you guys a lot more good stuff coming up. So
More
we're
good
excited.
stuff.
More
good
stuff.
Speaking of good stuff, let's go to Georgia. Talk to Captain Bouncer Smith, shall we?
Yes.
The wealth of information that he is.
The legend.
Of course. Cap, I got a screenshot of you doing something. What the hell was that? What was that?
A jacket, man.
Oh, it was a jacket shot. Okay.
What was he? What was that?
It was remember, if it's below 70, he's wearing a jacket.
Oh, okay.
So he was in a jacket.
Because I saw the thing up. You see it? It was like hitting his nose.
Well,
I thought he was.
jacket went up to his nose. Okay. But anyway,
we were confused.
Anyway, Kat, welcome to the show with a jacket up your nose. And how you doing, man? What's going on?
It's 67 degrees here in my recliner, man. It's
Yikes.
cold up here.
That's cold.
54 degrees out.
We'll take it. We love it down here. Send some down this way.
Yeah, I
Please.
want some.
Yeah, thank you.
Joe, you may have the answer to this because you're a beach guy.
Yes, sir.
I can't find any stations like reports from the piers on whether the mullet have arrived yet. The mullet are migrating really good. They're up at Sebastian. They've been pouring by South Carolina, and I haven't heard any reports, any mention of any mullet anywhere in Dade, Broward, or Palm Beach County. And it's time for them to arrive.
Yeah.
And with it comes so much great fishing. What's the story with the mullet?
So the mullet, actually, it's funny you asked me that because I just talked to, when I got my coffee this morning, I talked to one of my buddies who was going out fishing, and he said they're kind of sporadic right now. They're not coming in those droves, those big schools yet.
Sure.
But he did say there's like small little stragglers and schools coming with the really, those big mullet.
Yeah.
And he said he's catching some monster snook still. But yeah, I mean, those big schools, they're not rolling through as of yet. And also, if people are interested, you can check out the live feed at Pompano Pier, and you can just see if there's bait or whatever.
They have an underwater camera on that pier, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, very neat. Yeah.
So
anyway, Captain,
so they're not there yet, Captain.
That's your mullet news there, pal. Okay.
Well, it's big news because, as you guys know, when the mullet arrived, there's so much that goes on. With the mullet come bluefish and ladyfish and pompano and sharks and tarpon and snook. And when the mullet arrive, at the same time, out on the reef, there'll be
schools of small mutton snappers with a few big ones mixed in, and yellowtails. They'll be migrating down the reefs.
Mm-hmm.
And out a little bit deeper, I've heard already that the ballyhoo are starting to move in really good. And with the ballyhoo coming in, it means that there'll be more and more sailfish showering ballyhoo, and there'll be big dolphins showing up in 50, 60, 70 feet of water. So it's getting really late in September. You guys want to start thinking about these bait migrations. For the guy who's stuck on shore, this is the time of year to stay in close touch with your network of guys that like to fish on the piers or the jetties, because they're going to really get fired up. You're going to want to make sure your goofy jigs and your pompano jigs are ready for working the bottom. You're going to want to make sure your crocodile spoons are ready to go, because the crocodile spoon's a nice thick spoon, so you can get a lot of distance with your cast with it, and they got great action to them. You want to make sure that your swimming plugs like your Rapalas are ready to go, because they make a good replica of a mullet that you can cast and retrieve. And if you go to your tackle shop right now, you can just go crazy with the wide variety of new imitation mullet on the market. It's unbelievable. The Savage Gear and the Tsunami, and it's just one after another. But they've got all these fantastic imitation mullet, and Rapala has a skitter walk and a sub walk that looks so much like a mullet that I want to fillet them up and use them for cut bait. I mean, they're really, really authentic looking stuff.
It's amazing.
And it's time to be gearing up for that, because, well, there's some great fishing coming. And the other thing you got to do for the offshore guys, you got to make sure that you got something on the boat to catch ballyhoo, whether it's a ballyhoo or a cast net or some hair hooks with little bobbers, and carry a little package of shrimp with you. Because if those fish start eating ballyhoo, they're not going to eat anything else. You got to have ballyhoo in your live well. Great, exciting time of year.
Yeah.
There's bait migration coming up any day along the South Florida coast.
Great tip, Cap. And speaking of imitation, I'm looking for an imitation girlfriend. Are they making those yet?
Yeah, Eric, I understand that they've been making those for a long time. Usually inflatable.
Yeah, I think you used them all up, Eric.
Oh, something like the Steffer Wise animatronic things, whatever, you know what I mean? But
like a robot. You want like a robotic, like, chick.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
There's only person that can tolerate me is a robot.
About that about 20 years ago, the guy fell in love with his robot girlfriend.
Anyway,
boy.
I digress here, Kev. I'm sorry anyway. Are you fishing this weekend, staying home, or what are you doing with yourself?
You know what I'm doing this weekend? I'm getting ready to go to Mouse Country, because this coming week is the 50th anniversary of the Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
And my family has gone every couple of years since the park opened, including the year it opened.
Great.
And the grandkids and the nephew and his wife and everybody. And I have to admit, I enjoy the park too. But we're going there, and the last day we're there, we're going bass fishing right there in the big lakes right in the middle of the park. So I'm looking forward to a fun week with the mouse and the bass.
Well, Cap, have a great time,
Awesome.
okay? And you'll be hearing that song, MICKEYMOUSE.
Wow, I haven't heard that song
Da, da, da.
since I was a
Mickey
little
Mouse,
kid.
Donald Duck. Da, da, da,
Wow.
da, 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 da.
Is that how it goes?
Remember the words,
Something like
Eric,
that.
when you're getting senile?
Yeah, seriously, man.
Yeah, I am getting senile. Thanks for asking, okay? Anyway, Cap, have fun, man. Okay, stay warm, wear jackets, and keep 'em out of your nose.
Thanks, Captain.
I'm standing by. I got my iHeartRadio fired up, and I'm still waiting for those instructions on how I can share the podcast after the show.
Okay.
So
it's actually sharing
keep me in mind when you're sitting
it's
around
sharing the
nothing to do one
Facebook
day.
stream, Cap. The lesson will be how to share the Facebook stream, but I'm gonna get with you on that, okay? For sure. I guarantee
You
you.
betcha, because I can't even figure out how to get the Facebook stream. I'm so ancient.
It's all right. Eric was the same.
On my can so I can talk to you guys.
Until Joe showed me. All right, Cap, have a great weekend, man. Stay warm if you would, okay? Thanks so much.
Thanks, Captain.
You betcha. Have a great one.
All right, big 7 o'clock hour coming around the bend here, Joe. We have George Clark Jr. standing on by next. We have Norm Beckhoff in the wings coming up on the show.
Norm.
Jennifer Ray Warren with the forecast.
Nice.
Starbright Bucket coming up at 7:15.
Story.
And at 7:50, a brand new debut in the show called the Nautical Ventures Toy Chest. What's inside? We'll find out, man. Hang on.
What could it be?
6:56, 940 wins, Miami Sports.
Live.
Bang.
It's Colin Coward. Here's what's trending from iHeart Sports Network, presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Marlins hitting couldn't get anyone across the plate as the Tampa Bay Rays managed to shut out Miami and hand them their third straight loss. Another loss for the University of Miami as wideout Jeremiah Payton announced he will be entering the transfer portal. Payton had been removed from the roster by head coach Manny Diaz back in August. And the Florida Gators expect 6 recruits at the Tennessee game. I'm Adam Crowley.
Style runs in the family. Athleticism runs in the family. Extraordinary runs in the family. The 2021 Mercedes-Benz range of SUVs. Learn more at MBUSA.com or test drive one at your local dealer.
You love your boat. You love the water. But you'll love them both even more with a new Mercury V8 4-stroke outboard on the transom. The 4-stroke's 4.6-liter V8 powerhead delivers exhilarating acceleration and top speed with uncompromising durability and reliability. While its advanced midsection and undercowl noise management create the smoothest, quietest ride on the water. The 250 and 300 horsepower 4-strokes are famous for superior hole shot and fuel efficiency. See your Mercury dealer today for the exciting 250 and 300 horsepower 4-stroke outboards.
Hear that? That's the sound of confidence. The sound of confidence brought to you by Nationwide Battery. For over 30 years, boaters and fishermen have counted on Nationwide to fire up their engines, to keep their electronics going. Week after week, year after year. They have the largest selection of batteries at the best prices, with dockside installation available. If you count on your boat, then count on Nationwide Battery. Visit them at nationwide-battery.com. Nationwide Batteries, the sound of confidence.
Need a place to store your boat? How about a wet slip with ocean access? One with hurricane protection and a full-service yard? Nautical Ventures Marine Center in the heart of Fort Lauderdale has dockage starting at just $12 per foot per month, the lowest rate in Broward County. Our full-service yard performs all boat works from bottom paint to engine repower to total refits. Coming soon, a new state-of-the-art 200-unit dry stack. Go to nauticalventures.com/marina for more information. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for fun on the water.
Nothing beats the thrill of extreme kayak fishing with little standing between
Do you believe because they played so good with 2 games back-to-back, they're due for a letdown game? We're back live on the mic here.
Nautical Ventures is your exclusive Hobie dealer for Broward and Palm Beach. They have the
No, you're saying that you've had 2 great games.
Uniquely yours. They're rigged by our in-house experts.
And you think they might have a stinker?
They know what it takes.
I don't think we're gonna lose, but I think we're gonna play down to our opponent.
Okay.
We're gonna play sloppy in the first half.
You know what? Then as a Dolphin fan, I'm hoping you do, Joe.
No, I'm telling. I know my
sloppy
team.
as hell, man. Okay?
I know my team.
Okay.
There'll be like a fumble or
Good.
something.
We like lots of fumbles. Good fumble.
I know. That's
Derek
how you
Carr?
won your first game. I mean, right?
Yeah. I'm not even sure if they declared Tua to come back and play.
I don't know. He's not playing this week.
It's streaming
he's not
easy.
playing
Get
Sunday?
yours now at
Tomorrow?
Roku.com.
No, he's out.
Happy streaming.
I didn't see that part.
Mobile Mike here. Why do
So
we
we have our
ignore
backup
things
guy.
that give
Yeah.
us pause?
Stricker,
The
whatever his
answer
name
to
is.
why defines
he's
who
better.
we are. We all have something worth protecting.
God,
Report
do I miss
suspicious
Fitzpatrick.
activity by calling 855
He bailed you out
or by
when
downloading
you
the
played us last year.
4CSA
Remember?
app. If
that
you see
guy,
something,
man.
say
They benched
something.
Tua and they put him in with like 20 seconds, and he threw a Hail Mary.
We got 20 seconds.
And they can't stop quickly. Even if the engineer hits the brakes right away.
He got hurt bad, huh? That's a shame.
Stop.
Did you hear about
Trains
that?
can't.
His hip or something? His
By
crasher.
NHTSA.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
He's out too?
Yeah, he's out.
AM Miami, WMIA FM HD3 Miami Beach.
Come back after this one.
Everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Fox Sports 940 Miami.
Wake up.
Wake up, friend.
Wake up. I wanna wake up. I woke up this morning, baby. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up to the sound of music.
Wake up, Mr. Sleepyhead.
Your wake Waking up to the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show with expert troller Eric Brandon.
Here comes the king of hits.
Plus extreme angler Joe Hector.
This is more than we bargained for.
Powered by Mercury Marine. And brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. To talk to fellow fishing fans, call 866-801-0940 or send us a message on the Nautical Ventures Facebook page. It's the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
Hey,
stop me up, baby. Hour number 2 is here already, man. Holy mackerel.
Hello? Okay.
This thing is flying by like this every weekend, Joe.
It goes so quick.
Yeah.
I mean, we just have so much fun.
It's so much information and fun caps.
Fishing, football.
We have your 85-hour story coming up with the Starbite Bucket. That'll be fun. And our new feature coming up this hour, the Nautical Ventures
Toy Chest.
What's inside? I'm just dying to unleash that bad boy on you. So we'll talk about that and more.
Can't wait.
Meantime, our great friend George Clark Jr., great TV host, great personality, one hell of a fisherman.
My man.
Guy. And by the way, he's now the new cook on their TV show.
What?
They used to have a restaurant they go to, but now he's the chef too.
Really?
Wearing a lot of hats, man.
All right.
George, morning, brother.
Yeah,
Chef George, how's it going, brother?
We're doing it because it's awesome.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Cooking,
that's so George.
There's only one thing cooler than cooking. It's eating.
Yeah.
And so we're putting it out there. Yeah, man. We're trying to get people to get us their favorite fish recipe.
I saw your Facebook
and if they
post
do
on
it,
that, yeah.
if they do it, and we'll go through them all or whatever, but we're going to pick a dozen of them for the season, and I'm going to make these dishes. Me and Lane, we can do it, man. Even if it's not perfect, we're gonna cook it. We're gonna see what it's all about. We're gonna eat it. It's gonna be awesome.
Look, George, hey, I'm a foodie, okay? Here's the way food works, okay?
You're a what?
I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah, I follow food cooking shows. I like to cook. I'm in that kind of foodie thing.
All right, you're a foodie.
Food guys
okay.
are, Joe, look, George.
Eric's a foodie. We got it. You're a foodie.
What are guys who like food? They're called
What
foodies.
are guys that like foodies?
Anyway, now you got me off my train of thought here, man. But anyway, George, I'm looking forward to seeing some of your dishes. But again, as being a foodie, it's not about so much about taste; it's about presentation, man. Okay, it's
right. Well,
gotta look
that
good,
too, and
right.
and it's about ingredients, right?
Yeah,
and
right.
when you take fresh fish, you can pretty much do anything with it. You know what I mean? And it's going to be awesome.
Can't wait, man.
Yeah,
Can't wait. That should be
definitely.
fun. Yeah, and we know you're
not like a frozen piece of something that's been in the freezer for like 8 months. You know, it's fresh.
Like bonita,
it's all fresh stuff.
But we know one of his expert dishes, Joe, is the fish tacos. He's known for his tacos, dude. Big
Wait,
time.
was
Dude,
George?
I can make fish tacos.
Yeah.
George, were we having George on when we did our bonita thing? I don't think he was he?
I'm not
George,
sure.
were you?
Yeah. I watch you guys do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know Eric loves bonita now.
I watch you guys do it.
If you ever catch bonita, George, ship it over to Eric. He'll take it all.
Freaking
all right.
Yeah,
He'll cook it in his many different
them all the time.
foodie ways.
Thank you. The food. That's the key word today, man. Foodie.
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 I had bonita one time.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine that had a restaurant down here. We went and caught some bonitas. We bled them out. We iced them really good, and he did a Korean barbecue sauce thing with them, and it was awesome, man. I mean, it was really good.
George, if you take enough seasoning, like my partner did here, okay?
Bagel seasoning.
If you take bagel seasoning and just drown a piece of bonita in it, it'll kill the flavor of anything, okay? So don't worry about it.
It's Jersey bagel seasoning.
You buried the flavor by just having so many schlocky ingredients on it, man.
Oh,
Okay?
you liked it.
Whatever,
you just,
man.
Don't be, what was it, foodie?
I'm a foodie, man.
All right.
Can George talk about some fishing this week, maybe?
There's more and more people using bagel seasoning.
It's great.
In all of their foods.
It's amazing.
I'm dying to try Lauren Tupper's badass rub. I haven't tried a rub yet. The rub she gave us.
Oh, I had it.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, was it good?
George, we got, what is it called?
It's called Badass Bark.
It is amazing. It's like a salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's seasoning, but Maria put it on What did she make? I think she made like little meatballs or something.
Okay.
And she put it on there, and it was phenomenal.
So you mean to tell me this
I had like 100 of them.
This is a blackening powder, Joe. She put these on meatballs?
Yes.
Wow. Those were really crazy-ass meatballs, man. Okay. Maria, you're really creative there, kiddo. I love you. All right,
we
George,
talking fishing?
Can we talk some fish news, man? What have we seen this week, Cap? I mean, sure, besides blackening meatballs.
Well, I'll tell you what. My whole fishing experience has been inshore this whole week.
Okay.
Because all the folks that I've been taking out, they want to go catch those snooks.
Sure.
Yes.
And it's been really, really consistent, really good. The other day, I was back in the Everglades, and I caught the first 2 fish I caught were slot fish.
Nice.
And
Damn.
I think we had six legal slot fish snook, and it was just one after another after another. Now, it didn't start like that. It took probably 30 minutes for that bite to start to go.
Mm-hmm.
But once we got it ramped up a little bit, they were busting, man. they were eating everything, and we caught a bunch of snook and some really nice sea trout.
Nice.
We caught those big sea trout
Great.
again. They're. I mean, that's been consistent. So I have not been offshore this week, but the guys who have, it's been pretty dismal.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, see, they tell the truth on this show, Joe.
Yeah,
It's
I
bad,
love it.
bad. If it's
Yeah.
good, it's good. We'll take both.
Well,
And I will
but
say
it
this,
has-
George, the slot snook right off the bat, I can't catch a slot to save my life.
Impossible.
And you're catching them like one after the other. Mine are either too big or too small.
We had six fish in the slot.
Gosh,
Wow.
man.
You know,
It's
and
almost impossible.
and then the following day, I tried to catch one, and we did not catch one.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, I mean, that's just how it goes. Take advantage of it, guys. You're out there. Don't feel bad about keeping a snook or two
Oh, I'd love
if
to.
they're in the slot.
Sure.
Because that's what our rules and regulations are all about.
That's correct.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I cooked this piece of snook for my dad,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to tell you how I did it. It's really awesome. All we did was blacken it a little bit, cast iron skillet, and I threw some banana peppers in there and some jalapenos right out of the jar, a few tomatoes, and just let it just kind of do its thing, you know?
Nice.
Yeah, boom.
Boom.
Takes about 5 minutes. It doesn't take that long. And my dad looked at me and he gave me that weird look. You know that weird look that people give you?
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, this is really good. What'd you do? And I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I just
Yeah.
cooked it really fast.
Snook is so
But-
good. Ugh.
Junior impressed senior.
But that's it. And so yesterday I had a really tough day in trying to catch snook and stuff like that. It just the bite did not happen.
Yeah.
We caught one little tarpon. We caught some jacks. We caught a couple snook. I mean, I probably put 150 miles on my boat yesterday.
Wow.
And I could not find a bite, but the tides were working against us. And like we talk all the time,
Yep.
tides are everything.
Everything.
If you're on the incoming tide, you know, in certain places,
Sure.
it's going to be awesome.
Yep.
You know, but if you're on that outgoing tide all day, stay home.
Okay.
I'll
Great.
come over, man. I'll come over. We'll watch a movie together. It'll be great. We'll get some popcorn.
All right.
It's going to be awesome.
Meatballs, popcorn.
Meatballs, blackened meatballs. George, we got to rock and make the break here, my brother. But thanks so much again, as always, with your great fishing recipes, tips, jealousies of catching 6 slot.
Hey, banana peppers are awesome,
Okay.
dude.
Yeah.
Throw them in there.
But again, 6 slot fish to me is like almost an impossible task.
Dude, that's insane.
Well, it's just crazy. I can't
Right?
fathom it. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and then the next day, none. So just keep that in mind.
okay. Thank
Man.
you, George, for that. Okay, buddy.
All right, George.
All right, guys.
Thank you, man. All right.
Go Raiders.
Go Raiders. All right, so we have the Start by Bucket. We don't have any sound effects because Stephen J. Gray's not here with the time clock.
It's all right. I can do it.
I
got you guys. I got you.
All right, George, way to go, man. Try to do this under 35 seconds. Can you
Okay.
give me a story?
All right.
Then go on.
All right. Give me a second. You got to give the
All right,
rules.
So you cannot be a past winner, and you must go on the radio. With that being said, do it, man.
Okay.
Yep.
So Eric and I were watching a football game. All right.
Yeah.
And the score was 38-0, and Eric looked at me.
Losing?
Maybe. And Eric looked at me and said, "Joe, I don't know what I'm going to do about this." And I said, "Eric, let's go fishing."
Okay.
And Eric said, "Fine, let's go."
Okay.
So we went fishing.
Oh, fun time.
We went for snook.
Awesome, man.
Eric had a bite.
I did.
Lost it.
No
Eric
way.
had another bite. Lost it.
Sounds like me.
Then I had a bite. All 3 of my rods set up.
Okay.
I ended up getting all of them, right?
No kidding.
And when I pulled up the last one, I noticed there was 4 Starbright buckets in the snook's mouth.
That's a big snook.
I
big
know.
Ass mouth, man. That's a big bucket,
Yes.
dude.
I win.
Pretty amazing fish. Can you send photos of that to me, Joe? With that
Absolutely
bucket out of his mouth?
not.
Okay. All right, number 4, man. That was a great. I enjoyed that story.
Okay, good. You were into that one.
I was into that one, dude.
All right.
866-801-0940. Call number 4. 866-801-0940. Right out of 940 wins Miami Sports.
Live.
You love your boat. You love the water, but you'll love them both even
That was
more
good.
with a new Mercury V8 4-stroke outboard on the transom. The 4-stroke's 4.6-liter V8 powerhead delivers exhilarating acceleration and top speed with uncompromising durability and reliability, while its advanced midsection and undercowl noise management create the smoothest, quietest ride on the water. The 250 and 300 horsepower 4-strokes are famous for superior hull shot and fuel efficiency. See your Mercury dealer today for the exciting 250 and 300 horsepower 4-stroke outboards.
If you're looking to breathe new life into your boat, new motors will open up a whole new world. Nautical Ventures has several repowering options to fit your needs and budget. They carry the top brands including Mercury, Yamaha, Tohatsu, and a wide range of horsepower to give you all the speed you could need. Plus, they offer repower finance programs with affordable, low monthly payments. Contact Nautical Ventures today and talk to their pros about repower options. Call 954-926-5250 or go to nauticalventures.com. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for power.
Pompano Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford.
I'm George Poveromo, and I've made washing and detailing my boat an art. I'll avoid dish soap, which quickly strips away protective wax coating and even begins eating into the gel coat. For me, it's Starbright Boat Washes exclusively. They're specifically formulated to keep boat surfaces impeccably clean and protected without stripping wax finishes. Available in pine, citrus, and blueberry scents. Go to starbright.com to find a retailer near you. Starbright. Clean and protect.
Mario Lopez here, and I'm excited to share a new learning tool that my wife and I are using for the kids. Osmo offers hands-on learning games for iPad and Amazon Fire tablet. They cover subjects like math, science, coding, spelling, and more. What makes Osmo special is its active screen time. The kids play on the tablet by moving game pieces around in the real world. So you can check out Osmo at playosmo.com or find Osmo products at Target, Walmart, and Amazon.com. Our kids love them, and so will yours.
If you've got a personal auto insurance question, you could talk to a cab driver, although the policies he recommends might include avoiding the interstate, beating traffic by taking the back roads, and only making left turns when absolutely necessary. Or you could talk to your local Geico agent, whose policy is to use their expertise to navigate your insurance, finding the best route to help you save money on insurance.
I got you guys
for your
back
home,
on.
car, and more. And as an added bonus, you'll be able to avoid traffic jams and potholes entirely. To find a Geico agent near you, visit geico.com/local.
Stream what you love with the new Roku Express 4K Plus. Brilliant 4K picture quality, smooth Wi-Fi, and a voice remote with TV controls so you can enjoy your favorite channels like iHeartRadio. Play iHeart and listen to podcasts like Stuff You Should Know, The Ron Burgundy Podcast, The Breakfast Club, and more. Roku Express 4K Plus. It's all the streaming essentials you need at the affordable price you want. It's streaming made easy. Get yours now at Roku.com. Happy streaming.
During the Jeep Adventure Days at Miami Lakes Auto Mall, save
30.
thousands and drive with zero down, zero
Gotcha.
interest, or zero payments until 2022 on most new models. Get a brand new Jeep 2021 Compass for just $229 a month. Buy online right now at MiamiLakesAutomall.com.
Man, I'm having back
Trains often
problems.
appear further away
Can't get rid of
and
them.
moving more slowly than they really are. And they can't stop quickly. Even if the engineer hits the brakes right away, the result is disaster. Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
Fox Sports
Come back.
940.
I'll see you in Miami.
Miami.
I couldn't sleep at all last night. I didn't sleep well last night. 'Cause lately I've been losing sleep. Don't you go to sleep? I can't sleep at night.
It's hard to sleep on Friday night thinking about fishing on Saturday. It's the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show. Powered by Mercury Marine and brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. To talk fishing, call Eric Brandon and Joe Hector at 866-801-0940. Listen on the radio or watch us on the Nautical Ventures Facebook page. The Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
There's Joe's theme song. All aboard the Crazy Train. That's you, baby.
Raiders won. Raiders.
Game's not here yet. Don't jinx my Dolphins, man, okay? Knucklehead. So we had a winner on the show.
Yes.
The phone did not hold up for the...
Yeah, I haven't heard back from him yet, but
Howard Kirk, man.
yeah, he
No relation to Captain, I would think. But
Captain
yeah.
Kirk?
Captain Kirk? I mean, so, hey.
I've got a plan.
I've got a
Did
bucket.
I do that good?
You did very well, by the way. So
There's something on the wing.
we'll beam it over to him, okay?
Yes, Howard Kirk. We will.
We'll beam it over to Kirk, man. How about that?
Yes.
How cool is that, all right?
Let me ask you, if we were on Star Trek, would I be Kirk and you be Spock?
There's no way in hell I'm Spock, pal. Okay. I'll be Sulu before I'm Spock. Okay? Give me a break, man, okay?
What?
I'll be Uhura.
You know what, guys?
Okay.
Leave a comment. Who would be Captain Kirk and who would be Spock on this show, guys? All right? So comment below.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Hey, Joe, Spock this, okay? Anyway,
Whoa.
so we're back on the show, and we got Norm Beckoff.
My man.
Norm could be a great Star Trek character of some kind. I'm not sure.
I think so, but
Probably
they
one
have
of
to have a cigar.
He might be one of the Klingons. Might be Norm's role. Okay?
Yes, he'd be a Klingon.
He'd be a great Klingon
You're
warrior,
right? Did you just sneeze?
Hello, Norm. What's up, bro?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Bless you, by the way.
Bless you. Yes. So
Who would be Kirk? All I know is I heard Joe Hector do one heck of a Captain Kirk imitation.
Did you hear that?
Because you guys are
just
buddies.
That sounded like Captain Kirk.
As dramatic as Kirk would get.
Like
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's like super dramatic.
Super drama guy. Man.
Oh, yeah. His acting is like... But that's what makes him great, you know?
Yeah, sure.
But you got to remember something. Spock was the brains behind that whole operation.
That's true.
Look, man, if he didn't have really nasty-looking ears, I might be Spock, but I'm not doing the Spock thing, okay? Say happy.
So basically, Norm is saying, I'm Kirk.
Yeah.
You're Spock.
I'm Sulu. Damn it.
Why do you want to be Sulu so
Because he's
bad?
a smart guy.
What's up with that?
He's genius.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You know the other story about Sulu?
I don't want to hear about it. So, anyway, so that
Oh,
story.
now it hit you.
That story. Okay. Anyway, Norm, back to reality here, pal. What are you doing on the finest sky this week? What's happening, brother?
Well, it's been a little bit of a weird week, guys. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Right when we came off of that moon, the reef shut down. We had a stretch of days where, right before the moon, and leading up, right on the moon, I mean, the reef was on fire.
Right.
There was tons of bait. There was tons of bonitas. There was little blackfin tunas and kingfish and wahoos. The mahis were making surprise appearances inside on the reef. I mean, it seemed like it was just going off, and then after the moon, it just shut down. And the guys that were doing the half-day trips, a lot of those half-day trips, they stay on,
on the reef and maybe venture, out to, 400 or 500 feet, but that's about it. And,
Right.
and it was really, really quiet. So the story this week has been the Mai. There were some really good days here this week on them.
They're here.
So, they're definitely here. And, each year, I don't know what it is, but it just seems like the cycle of when everything shows up just keeps getting pushed up and pushed up.
Right.
And it seems like that's, this year is no exception to that. So, the fish that we thought we would see in May are starting to show up in, later and later and later. And it seems like right now we're getting a really good push of Mai. So that was the story this week. There was some wahoos up near Hillsborough Inlet, and some pretty good ones too. And here's the big thing that I think is coming very shortly is sailfish are just starting to show up. Okay. And I'll give you guys a little bit of a heads up on what I would personally do if you came fishing with me. The ballyhoo bite early on in the fall can be really spectacular.
Yeah.
So if you guys are out there, you got your live wells, your cast nets, your hoop nets, hair hook them, however you can, get a couple dozen ballyhoo in the boat and, slow troll them off the deep end of the reef. Okay. Anywhere from 60 to, 150, 200 feet of water, and stay in that range unless you think you have a reason to go even deeper than that. But generally speaking, where the ballyhoo are, that's where the sails are going to be.
Gotcha.
Okay? And there's lots and lots and lots of ballyhoo right now. I took a boat from Miami to Fort Lauderdale this week, and as soon as I got north of Haulover, it was solid ballyhoo as far as I could see.
Man,
nice. Hey, Norm,
just getting showered, and that's the thing. Look for the showers. That's where the bait's going to be. That's where the fish are going to be.
Vance Smith put a question to Joe early in the show about the mullet run.
Yeah.
And Joe said we're seeing sporadic ones here and there. What's your take on the mullet run, Norm? You seen anything coming through in
There's no
numbers?
mullet here.
No mullet. Okay.
No, there's no mullet here.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only mullets that we're seeing are the local,
the big ones.
Population of mullets.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, there's some small fingers up in some of the creeks, but the mullet run is not here yet. And again, the mullet run is cyclical, just like everything else. And again, it seems like the mullet run. It used to be where the mullets would show up, maybe about the second week of September. Usually what happens is you start seeing the fingers first, and then the silvers show up.
Right.
And not seeing those yet either. So, everything just seems to be later and later and later. And this year is no exception. So I'm hoping that they're going to show up here. We really kind of need a couple of cold fronts to get them going and get them pushed.
Right.
And we had a weak cold front this week. But I don't think it was just strong enough to get them fired up and moving.
We got one coming.
Yeah. Well, we have a small front. Yeah, Jen will talk about it in a minute or two about the weather forecast. Yeah. Norm, before you go, man, I saw you were online doing a photo shoot with the finest kind. Looked great.
Yeah.
Boat showed like a jewel, man. Looked terrific.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, no, that was for Cummins Marine Engines. They're going to be doing they're doing a piece on my boat for the website.
Nice.
And I'll be posting that on my social media as well.
I know you will be. So, hey, way to go. The whole report was great. Thanks very much.
Very informative.
You made a very good Klingon this morning, so thank you so much, Norm, and have a lovely, lovely weekend, my brother, okay?
Kapla!
Oh, boy. We're talking Klingon now.
Yeah, we are talking Klingon now, man. Thank you very much, Norm. Have a great day, buddy. All right, so on the show coming up here, man, we have our caps next with Jennifer Gray Warren doing her thing.
Yeah.
Back to back with Wayne Kahn.
Yeah.
And at 7:45, we're unveiling a brand new feature of the program, the Nautical Ventures Toy Chest.
Can I get another hint?
It's got a fin.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying, man. It's got a fin. Okay? You can stand
paddleboard.
I'm not tipping
paddleboard with a rocket.
I'm not going to tell you, Joe.
All right.
All right. The hell with that. I ain't telling you, but it's going to be a cool prize. Okay, just don't take the swind out of my sails here. Okay?
The swind?
You picking up on every word that I screwed
All right,
this
there,
morning?
Sulu. Don't take the swind out of my sail.
Okay, 726, 940 wins Miami Sports.
Partly cloudy skies with some scatter showers and thunderstorms for our Saturday and a high of 89 and tonight low of 74. Mix of sun and clouds again tomorrow with a high of 89.
This report is sponsored by CVS.
Come into CVS and get a free flu shot. Plus, get a $5 off $20 shopping pass. CVS, America's choice for vaccination. No cost flu shots with most insurance. Restrictions apply. Visit CVS.com for details.
South Florida fishermen know that this is blue water country, where big fish, big water, and big expectations sit right offshore. So we build blue water boats for the blue water fishermen, where yacht grade construction meets 21st century technology. And compromise? Well, we leave that for the other guys. You can customize your own blue water boat by visiting BlueWaterSportFishingBoats.com and discover why boating is better on a blue water.
Need a place to store your boat? How about a wet slip with ocean access? One with hurricane protection and a full-service yard? Nautical Ventures Marine Center in the heart of Fort Lauderdale has dockage starting at just $12 per foot per month, the lowest rate in Broward County. Our full-service yard performs all boat works from bottom paint to engine repower to total refits. Coming soon, a new state-of-the-art 200-unit dry stack. Go to nauticalventures.com/marina for more information. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for fun on the water.
If you're wanting to spend more time on the water, then check out the new 2021 lineup of Sailfish Center Console, Dual Console, and Walk-Around boats. For nearly 4 decades, Sailfish boats have been catching their limit along Florida's southeast coast, and the new 272 Center Console and 27 Dual Console continue this proud offshore heritage. With head-turning styling, top-tier construction, and incredible on-the-water performance, Sailfish boats feature the legendary Deep V variable degree-stepped hull, intelligent ergonomics throughout, and a list of standard features that make Sailfish the best value among upper-tier brands. Deep gunnels, comfortable seating, roomy heads, plenty of storage, solid construction, and incredible performance all make Sailfish boats a must-see. Fishing focused and family friendly, Sailfish boats are versatile. Enjoy hardcore fishing in the morning, afternoon wakeboarding with the kids, and a sunset cruise with friends, all with one boat. So if you're in the market for a new boat, the entire Sailfish line is specially priced, making this the best time to join the Sailfish family. Visit sailfishboats.com for more information or to find a Sailfish dealer near you. Pompano Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford.
Yep, baby. Let's say hey to our Facebook streamers this morning.
Hello.
I saw Mama Kirk's on the show this morning. Mrs. Kirk, Mrs. Hector, rather.
Good morrow.
Eric Taylor, hey. Mike Releo says good morning from Daniel K. Bahamas.
That's nice. That's awesome.
Bahamas, bro. Thank you, man, very much.
Kickstart your engines with StarTron.
Dave Nauman, what's up, bro?
You have 2 missions in life. Go fast and catch fish. The 3.0-liter 150-horsepower Mercury Pro XS will take care of going fast so you can take care of catching fish. On freshwater or salt, 150
I'm
Pro
not sure I feel like
XS is
selling
tuned to
boats
power
today, man.
mid-size boats to the limit.
Yeah?
Full shot and top
If I
speed
have
are
a
incredible
day off.
thanks to the lowest weight, highest
You gotta be in the mood
displacement
for that,
category
right?
And transient
No,
spark
dude.
technology that
The wallet's in
optimizes
the mood.
spark timing. Talk
Yeah,
with your
that's true.
Mercury dealer
Okay.
today
Oh,
about
my
the
wallet
Mercury
happy.
150 horsepower Pro XS.
Mario Lopez here, and I'm excited to share a new learning tool that my wife and I are using for the kids. Osmo offers hands-on
Speaking of
learning
goddamn
games
ages,
for
man,
iPad
Mario
and
Lopez looks the
Amazon
same way he
Fire
was
tablet.
back when he
They
was doing
cover
that
subjects like
70s
math,
show, man.
science, coding,
Yeah.
Goddamn
spelling,
ages, man.
and
I know.
more. What makes
Crazy, right?
Osmo special
Yeah.
is its active
Some
screen
people
time.
just
The
don't
kids play
age,
on the
man.
tablet by moving game pieces
some
around
people-
in the
some
real
people do.
world. So you can check out Osmo. Play Osmo Osmo.com or find Osmo products at Target.
I think with these actors though, you got to remember they're on.
So will yours.
They have the best trainers. Eat the best food.
Oh yeah.
Do a little Botox and things.
I mean, they got it going, man. They're on.
Come on, man.
They're on some crazy stuff.
Makeup artists, the whole
Just
deal, man.
$229 a month. Buy online
Just the
right
training
now
alone.
at MiamiLakesAutoMall.com.
I mean, look at you. You show
When
up
a train
scruffy as
hits a
hell.
vehicle
compared to-
at a
you don't
railway
care about your
crossing, the
parents' show.
results are often bad. Be cautious at crossings, and if the signals
Stains
are
on
going,
my
don't be
shirt.
tempted
You
to
look
try
like
and
a
sneak
real
across the
atypical
tracks, even
outdoors
if you don't see a train.
badass.
Stop.
right, man.
Trains
Sportsman, you know what I mean?
Paid for by Nitsa.
And Raider fan, I might add.
And Raider fan.
Coming back. Here we go.
It's 940 Miami, the home of Florida Gators football.
You're listening to the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
Sailing on the cool and bright clear water. I'm your captain. I'm your captain. Ride, captain, ride upon your mystery ship. What's up to John B. said? Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
You're on board the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show with legendary fisherman Eric Brandon and extreme angler Joe Hector. Find out what's biting and how to get on the fish. Be a part of the crew. Call in to give your fishing tips. Or if you got a question, it's 866-801-0940. Listen on the radio or watch us on the Nautical Ventures Facebook page. The Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show. Powered by Mercury Marine and brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. Now, back to the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
Yeah, it's us, man. Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
Yeah.
There's a little jam for you, Joe. A little rockin' your jock.
It's my song, man.
No. There you go. Pretty looking day. I'm looking around to see what's happening with the weather. It's a nice, clear looking day. It's not too much
looking
wind
good.
blowing. Thankfully, the mosquitoes have kind of like left you alone. Normally, on a day like today, they're just slamming and jamming you, man.
Skeeters, they're not at war with me today.
There's been no flies around today, which is great. So we've been bug free.
That's true.
How about that, huh?
Did you do anything? Let me guess. It's in the toy chest.
The toy chest may repel bad things. It's such a great thing. Okay, yeah, dude.
It's like the Ark of the Covenant, right?
Be.
Indiana Jones.
Keep it going, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep building
Just
it up.
saying. Mine is going on.
Keep going with it, man. Just build it up because it's going to be a big, great feature, okay? Right. Meantime, the expert on weather always is Jennifer Gray Warren.
Yes.
Bar none, she's at the best forecast. She's
Definitely.
always right. Not because we love her, because she's always right.
Yeah. Well,
and we love her.
Again, honest, right? Straight to the point.
Yep.
I love that.
Certainly.
And I want to know about this cold front.
Let's find out. Jen, good morning.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, good morning. How's it going?
Good. Who's loud in the background? Is that Cooper or Caden making noise this morning?
That's Cooper.
You've got two boys.
We're on borrowed time this morning.
Are they like A and B personalities? Are they both like type A's or one's a type A, type B? What's their story?
They could not be more different. I can't think of even a one way they're similar.
Really? Wow.
One is shy and sweeter, and then little Cooper has no shy bone in his body, and he's just like a cannon.
A cannon.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Well, Jen, enjoy them while they're young because they get hit the teen years, then you have some time to get gray hair coming in. Okay, no pun intended. Okay, but anyway, we're having some good weather here. I expect the weekend should be fine, huh? What do you think?
You do have a chance of showers today. You have about a 50 to 60% chance of showers and storms.
Okay.
It will be partly sunny, high near 85.
Mm-hmm.
Northeast winds about 5 knots, seas 2 feet. Intercoastal waters smooth. Tomorrow, 40% chance of showers and storms, mostly sunny, high near 85. Northeast winds 5 to 15, seas 2 to 3 feet. Intercoastal waters, a moderate chop. The Keys today, 40% chance of showers and storms, mostly sunny, high near 88. East winds near 5 knots, becoming variable in the afternoon, seas around a foot. Nearshore waters smooth. 40% chance of showers and storms tomorrow, mostly sunny, high near 87. Northeast to east winds near 10 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet. Nearshore waters, a light chop. And in Florida Bay today, variable winds near 5 knots, becoming south to southwest late in the day. Bay water smooth, scattered showers and storms. And tomorrow, northeast to east winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay water smooth to a light chop and scattered showers and storms, mainly in the afternoon.
Now, there's something out there hovering. What's his name of this new thing out there, Jen? Brewing.
There's a huge front.
Sam?
I guess.
Sam, yeah. What's up with Sam, please?
Sam? Sam is still very far away, so we're still just watching it. Too early to tell exactly where Sam is going to go.
Okay.
But Sam is expected to be very strong, major hurricane, and then continue that status all the way through the end of next week. So we really won't have an idea about where it's going to go until this time next week when I talk to you guys.
Gotcha.
And Jen, what's going on with this big front that's coming throughout the whole United States that's heading our way? Is that going to be our first little cold front?
Well, I can tell you it feels fantastic in Atlanta right now.
Nice.
The humidity levels have dropped. It's gorgeous. It's hard to get fronts for you guys this time of year. Most of the time they fizzle before reaching you.
Right.
But yeah, your temperature will drop a little bit between Sunday and Monday, where your highs will be, say, in the low 80s versus the upper 80s. So I think it'll be a noticeable difference.
Cool.
We'll take it. I like that.
I'll take it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, Jen. So I know you lived here a long time and worked down here in South Florida for quite some time. There's a big game tomorrow. Joe and I are definitely talking about this all morning. The Raiders-Dolphin game. I know you're Atlanta. You got to be an Atlanta Falcon fan.
Go Raiders
by now, I'm sure.
No way.
No. Okay. So
my loyalty lies with the Saints.
Oh, the Saints. Oh, a Saint fan. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Louisiana, born and raised.
Well,
you got to be missing Drew, huh?
Well, Jameis Winston had a decent game, the first game. You know,
Yeah.
he stepped in. He did okay, but they
all
lost.
right.
They got shellacked in the last game, by the way.
Yeah,
just so you know.
no, Carolina.
Yeah, they beat them up bad. But, all right, Joe, well, thanks so very much. Go back with the fam and do your thing. And get on down there and see us, and let's fish. We have 15 captains waiting to take you out, okay, at least.
Sweet. I'll be ready.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you.
All right. Take a moment, Joe, talk about one of our favorite sponsors of the program, Pompano Ford.
Nice.
We love Pompano Ford. They're great guys, great service. And again,
I know them well.
They have the perfect vehicle to pull your boat, okay? We're talking about the F-150s.
Or a kayak.
Or a loaded back end with kayaks galore,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah.
The 250s. The one you love, the Bronco now, which I've not seen on the highway yet.
Yeah.
You saw a Bronco spotting. I have not
The
seen
sport
that.
one, yeah, the smaller one. One of my clients came to my house to train. I got the gym there and she parked, and right away I was like, oh my God, she got the new Bronco. So I went out there and I said, oh, this is a little smaller than I thought, but it's bad to the bone, man.
Really?
But then she said that one is the sport one. There's a bigger one as well. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, it's really making me think.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's time for a change. Maybe. I know you. I know you love that vehicle, man.
Yeah.
I know you'd like to have one.
Yeah.
I can see you driving
I had
that boy.
F-150s my whole life.
Yep.
My dad was a big Bronco guy.
Yeah.
His passcodes always say like Bronco, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
He loved Broncos. So I grew up riding in the old style Broncos.
Well, I'm more of the Mustang kind of guy. I like
You're a car guy.
I'm a car guy.
Okay.
I like the speed, the six the shifter.
Okay.
I like a manual versus automatic. Okay.
Right.
But again, every vehicle in Pompano Ford's got so many options, colors, rim styles, whatever, man. You can have that thing blinged out any way you want to, for sure.
Her Bronco, like the logo in the front, it had like the American flag into it.
Really?
It was all customized. It was awesome. I mean, if you guys haven't seen the new Broncos, check them out. They're like a hybrid between a Wrangler and a Bronco to me.
They will pull a boat or a bunch of yaks, shall they?
Oh yeah,
right.
Heavy duty, man.
Super duty.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Just the question is, get in line to get one.
Yeah, she was waiting for
Take a ticket,
6
man.
months or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, we all know it's not like we're not blind here. The fact that vehicles are in short supply because of this whole COVID pandemic thing. Obviously, getting chips for the computers has been kind of a tough thing.
Right.
Pompano Ford's working their way around it, getting vehicles as quickly as they can to you.
Yeah.
So you can order virtually online, whatever you'd like to do, or go in person.
Yeah.
See their great staff over there, and just a place where.
Sure.
You hate when salespeople hound you to death. You know what I mean?
I can't stand it.
And even in the boat world, I don't do when people walk up to my dealership,
Yeah.
I don't hound them. I let them look at the boat.
Yeah.
They want to my time. They kind of wave me over.
Right.
They leave you alone over there, man.
Sure.
And then they befriend you, and then they give you a great price, and you're on a Pompano Ford, and you're on your way.
And that's the thing, too. Like, sometimes if you go in and you just have questions, like, you're not going to get a truck that day, right?
Right.
Those guys over there are really cool. Like, when my wife went in there and she was looking and she was straight up and said, listen, I'm just looking today.
Yeah.
They were still so helpful.
Very cool.
Went online and was looking and helping her out.
Yep.
So, even if you just have questions and you want to see maybe a couple models,
Sure.
you'll go in there and they'll treat you like family.
Check them out online, and again, Pompano Ford's a great sponsor of the program. We love them to death, and I'd love to be in a Bronco one day. Maybe you guys could hook me up with a Bronco, man. I could drive for a week.
Me too.
And Joe, too.
Give him the Sport. I'll take the big one.
Whatever one you want to drive, man. All
Yeah.
right? We're taking a little break. Coming back, we're unveiling the brand new feature on the program. It's the Nautical Ventures toy chest. What's the first
What is
toy
it?
to be unleashed? The drama's killing me, man.
Bronco.
No.
Darn.
Coming back after this, 7:41, 940 wins Miami Sports.
Live.
When it comes to kayak fishing, Nautical Ventures knows what you need to catch fish. They carry top brands from Hobie, Ocean, Wilderness, Old Town, Perception, Necky, and are experts in rigging your kayak. They'll customize your kayak with fishing amenities, lights, depth finders, and anything else that fits your personal fishing style. Nautical Ventures has the largest and latest selection of kayaks and accessories in stock, and you can try it before you buy it in their exclusive Aqua Zone. Go to nauticalventures.com for more details. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for kayak fishing.
I'm George Poveromo, and I've made washing and detailing my boat an art. I'll avoid dish soap, which quickly strips away protective wax coatings and even begins eating into the gel coat. For me, it's Starbright Boat Washes exclusively. They're specifically formulated to keep boat surfaces impeccably clean and protected without stripping wax finishes. Available in pine, citrus, and blueberry scents. Go to starbright.com to find a retailer near you. Starbright. Clean and protect.
Joystick piloting for outboards by Mercury enhances virtually every aspect of boating, delivering ultimate confidence through effortless and intuitive joystick boat control. Mercury's JPO, designed for dual, triple, and quad Verado powered vessels, allows you to simply and efficiently move your boat in any direction, sideways, diagonally, forward, backward, or even rotate in place. And you can dock or maneuver with confidence in tight spaces despite wind and current. Ask your Mercury dealer about joystick piloting for outboards.
Pompano Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford.
Hear that? That's the sound of confidence. The sound of confidence brought to you by Nationwide Battery. For over 30 years, boaters and fishermen have counted on Nationwide to fire up their engines, to keep their electronics going, week after week, year after year. They have the largest selection of batteries at the best prices, with dockside installation available. If you count on your boat, then count on Nationwide Battery. Visit them at nationwide-battery.com. Nationwide Batteries, the sound of confidence.
Home. It looks a little different for everyone. For some, it's a rustic cabin. For others, a big city high-rise. And for others, it's renting a tiny studio that said it had laundry in the building, but the dryer's always broken. And don't get me started on the gym. That's not a gym, it's an elliptical machine and a boiler room. And let's not even discuss parking. But no matter where you call home, Geico makes it easy to bundle and save on renters and car insurance. Easier than getting your landlord to return your calls. You can't hide forever, Leonard.
Boom, 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 boom. You doing a Raiders cookout tailgate thing at your house tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little barbecue. Mia, gonna get her all decked out in Raiders gear. Yeah, I'm ready to rock, man. I'm gonna keep it small.
You're gonna be blackening chicken wings like meatballs.
You know it, man. A little bagel seasoning. Ready to rock. Yeah.
Did Maria really put that blackening bark on meatballs?
No.
No,
I'm joking. She did.
You were,
yeah.
She did, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You said it was good.
It was really good.
You're listening to the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
I know everybody says money can't buy happiness, house, but it can buy me a boat.
Powered by Mercury Marine.
It can buy me a truck to pull me.
Brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. And the fishing buddies everybody needs. Eric Brandon and Joe Hector. You're hooked into the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
Oh, that's a nice lead in, man. Time for a brand new feature on the program, and I'm excited about this, Joe. It's called the Nautical Ventures Toy Chest.
Yes.
If you see online on the Facebook stream this very cool graphic that one of our guys, Andres, did back at Nautical Ventures.
Nice.
Showing this toy chest and all kinds of things popping out of it.
Right.
Today, we're going to debut. We'll start small, work our way to the bigger stuff.
Okay.
And today's first item out of the toy chest is going to be something called the Submarine See-Through Stand-Up Paddleboard.
Okay. I've seen those.
If you see this online, we're showing a photo of it, I think, soon. It's a clear SUP. That name pretty much says it all. It's completely transparent, and it's basically a window into the water. Think about that.
That's pretty cool.
You've got your paddle going on. You're going over like a reef or a shallow area.
Yeah.
You're seeing fish and stuff below your SUP.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's
Check
like
out the
having
reef.
a freaking aquarium under your feet, man.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
No, I mean, you get to go out and bring your wife, whatever, on a chill day, you know,
Right.
nice and calm, and you're just...
Yeah.
Am I humming a Christmas song? Wow.
You are, yeah.
It's okay. But I lost my train of thought.
No, but the whole idea of the toy chest is we're actually exposing the audience to things they may not know really exist.
Right.
That they don't know it's on the market
Sure.
these days.
Sure.
That are really cool and very family friendly.
Yeah.
And this is a very super cool thing, very affordable, I might add.
Right.
Okay.
How much is it?
I'm not going to give the price out on the air, but not
Oh,
will
okay.
give you a break if you come on by and check it out.
Okay.
But again, I just think the thought of actually paddling over something and seeing through the bottom of your SUP, and I would bring a rod on mine, man. I'm thinking if I'm paddling around, I can have a little bait bucket just sitting there on the front of the SUP. I got a rod laying down on the deck while I'm paddling.
Right.
I see a fish. I stop. I throw a line out. I'm watching my fish battle below my SUP because it's acrylic and see-through.
Yeah, would be pretty cool. Definitely.
Think about it.
Yeah,
right?
you could deck it out, you know, put a couple rod holders on there.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's our new thing from Submarine.
Yeah.
Nautical Ventures, by the way, if you want to see these toys in person, I might add, 1400 South Federal Highway.
Yeah.
They've got
Brand new store.
Brand new store. Right next to the store is all their Hobies and all their kayaks and all the fun toys are right there.
Yep.
Now, again, you get to try these things before you buy them.
Right.
If you want to say, hey, guys, can you put that SUP Submarine in the water and can I go play with it? They'll make arrangements to have you go out there and do it.
Yeah.
And experiment with it. And I think for sure that once you're on that thing and you see the ability to see through the water, I would imagine I'd be hooked for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I want to try it out. I want to see how stable it is. I want to see how it is, you know. Because with me, I would love to bring my family out on something like that.
Sure, yeah.
You know, you
right.
got my wife with Mia, and then I'm on one, and we're just kind of cruising.
Yep.
I think that'd be great. You know, check out the reef and that beautiful area in Pompano right there.
Oh, my
you know?
gosh, yeah.
So I think it's great.
I think also the fact the holidays are coming up, hint, hint.
Yes.
You can shop for these toys out of
Right.
the toy chest at Nautical Ventures and make somebody in your house, very happy.
Right.
I might add, okay?
In the highest.
I have been missaying words all morning long, and every time I do, you pick up on it.
I
okay?
have to just,
I mean,
you know,
dude, why are you on my ass today?
I don't
okay?
know, because Steven's not here, and I need to take his place.
Well, you're doing a damn good job of it,
Thank
okay,
you.
I might add. You're wearing 5 hats and you're busting my chops like crazy, okay?
Like I said, I got the chair, right? Feeling nice and comfy now.
All right, man. So what are your game plans for the weekend? What are you doing today?
Today is really
day?
just daddy-daughter day.
Okay.
Because right when I walk in the door, Maria leaves,
Right.
heads to work.
Okay.
And I'm going to watch Mia, and we're just going to have a little fun day with me and her, and probably take her to the park. And then I'm going to prep all my food for tomorrow's cookout.
Do you have a big bunch of guys coming over?
I'll have a couple buddies come over, yeah. I got a good friend who's a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Okay.
So we and him always go at it.
Oh, I'm
and you
sure
got
you
the
do,
Chiefs game at 1
Right.
playing the Chargers,
Right.
which is in our division, so it's an important game.
Okay.
And then after we got the slaughter, we'll call it.
Stop saying slaughter. Okay?
I just...
You told me you thought this might be the game where the Raiders actually will let you down.
In all honesty,
okay,
yes.
This could be
I have been through
this. Could be the stinker. Okay?
This is the third year in a row we've
Right.
started 2-0.
I'm saying you think this might be the letdown game.
I think it will be.
Now you're saying like crushing them.
No, I'm just
Originally,
joking with the
no,
crushing.
You were
Where
talking.
this game will come down to, you ready?
I'm ready.
The Raiders will play sloppy in the first quarter.
Okay.
All right. There'll be a couple fumbles, whatever. It'll be a super close game, which it shouldn't be, but it will be, and then it'll come down to like a field goal at the end. We'll probably win 24-21.
I want to ask Ricardo back at the studio. He's a big sports guy, okay?
Yeah.
He works for 940 Wins Miami
So
Sports.
he'd
okay?
probably agree with me.
So, Ricardo, man, let's bring you in on the show, bro. You got any predictions for this game tomorrow? What do you think, man?
No chance for the Dolphins.
Man,
I just
talking
know
about
my
just
team.
Putting it out there, dude.
The Raiders always have this weird letdown game. Last year, right?
Yeah.
We beat the Chiefs.
Right.
In Arrowhead.
Okay.
Like, we dropped 40 on them. The
Fine.
next week, we played Atlanta.
Yeah.
Lost like 38-6.
Okay, fine.
So I just know I could see the Raiders just having one of those. I don't think they're going to lose.
Yeah.
But they'll have that letdown where it's going to be like a nail biter, super close, where you're like, man, this should not be that close.
Let's ask George, our filling guy for Stephen J. Gray. George, you have a pick for tomorrow, man? Raiders or Dolphins, man?
The Dolphins all the way.
What?
Oh, look at him. Dolphins all the way.
Oh,
Yes.
How about that, dude?
For the win.
For the win.
What's your score prediction?
24.
See, we like the 24.
24.
Dolphins. And how many for the Raiders?
The number 3 ranked offense in the NFL right now.
24-3, maybe? I don't
Yeah, 3 or 7.
Oh, you're
That's about
that's pretty.
I don't think the Dolphins are going to win this game. I'm not a fan of Tua's. I don't believe in this guy. We picked the wrong guy in the draft.
Really? You're already saying that?
No, I'm saying I didn't like him when we drafted him already. Back when it happened, and I'm not a fan.
You give up on him already?
I'm not a believer, dude. I don't believe in left-handed, very short quarterbacks.
Wow. So you wanted Herbert?
I wanted Herbert bad.
He looks good.
He is.
We're screwed for years. He's in our
so
division
good,
now.
man. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, our show's over. It's no longer Jeff DeForest. I might add, he has gone on to separate things to do different things in his life, and I give him a lot of props for doing that. Him and Lubitz, Mike Lubitz are doing a whole new planet of things. Normally, it's a Highland Park Trivia Challenge. The show is no longer going to be in a program, but they had a good run. 24 years.
24 years,
which
man.
means now we get to actually catch them and surpass them really in real time. I normally
You mean
embellish-
years-wise?
Years-wise, yeah. So, Jeff, we miss you, bro. You're a great guy, terrific friend.
Definitely,
and,
Jeff.
We miss you like crazy. But again, Ricardo back in the studio. Thanks so much, George. You filled some big shoes, bro. Great job, man.
George.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys.
We appreciate it, brother. You did great.
You guys have a great weekend, Joe. We'll talk tomorrow after the game.
After?
After the
Oh,
game.
you won't even
We'll
text
talk
me?
after the game.
Wow.
I ain't talking to your ass the entire game. We'll talk after
Watch,
the game.
if the Dolphins are up like 7-0, I'll get like 5 text messages from them.
I'll blow them up, man. You guys, thanks so much for watching the Facebook stream. Thanks for checking out the show on the radio here. And keep it here for Sports Talk all day long,
Yep,
Joe.
share if you care.
You got it, baby. 940 Wins, Miami Sports.
Live.
Later.
This is Chris Collinsworth. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network, presented by...
All right, guys, good job.
Fuller is expected to make his Dolphins debut, according to Miami head coach Brian Flores. Fuller was placed on leave following a personal issue that saw him miss Week 2. With the Florida Panthers training camp officially beginning, goalie Sergei Bobrovsky opened up on his playoff benching last year. The two-time Vezina winner said he wasn't happy, but he's ready to move on. I'm Adam Crowley.
Download the DraftKings app and use code SPORTS to get a free shot at millions of dollars up for grabs this week with your first deposit.
Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
South Florida fishermen know that this is blue water country, where big fish, big water, and big expectations sit right offshore. So we build blue water boats for the blue water fishermen, where yacht-grade construction meets 21st century technology. And compromise? Well, we leave that for the other guys. You can customize your own blue water boat by visiting BlueWaterSportFishingBoats.com and discover why boating is better on a blue water.
Nothing beats the thrill of extreme kayak fishing with little standing between you and fighting a monster fish. And when it comes to kayak fishing, nothing beats a Hobie with its hands-free Mirage Drive propulsion system. Nautical Ventures is your exclusive Hobie dealer for Broward and Palm Beach. They have the widest selection of models and accessories to make your Hobie uniquely yours. They're rigged by our in-house experts who fish the tournaments. They know what it takes to win. Go to nauticalventures.com to learn more. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for Hobie.
If you're looking to breathe new life into your boat, new motors will open up a